Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New Orleans Saints. Live play-by-play and reactions by the best in the world, your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can, either on here or the Cash App, $ORION-NWSF. Or the YouTube Super Chat. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. We got about 9 minutes to go before we get off onto the kickoff. I'm just getting situated with everything. Had a long day at work, 8-9 hours, unloading the trailers. It's been pretty hectic. I ended up having to go, to the grocery store. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. If you need something to drink Corona Premier. JD Rich Jr. 5, who dat? You dat. New Orleans Saints in the building. I had to make sure I had a nice special background just for y'all. You got the Saints logo in the corner, another one in the other corner, Saints behind me, a nice picture of the dome. Absolutely. KK's uncle. What up, what up? Appreciate you. This should be a good show. Should be a good turnout. Obviously, me being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan through and through, I'm still very interested in the Saints. I follow the NFC South very heavy, not only the Panthers and the Falcons, but the Saints are one of those teams that I really love to follow. Obviously, a lot of drama, some controversy, between different guys on the team, the Michael Thomas situation. But let's just put all that behind us. Let's really try to watch and grasp what Jameis Winston, even though he was on my team on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I got Tom Brady. I get it, right? He's your guys' quarterback, Saints fans. So I'm interested to see if he's actually made the changes with the LASIK eye surgery. I want to be able to see if he is the guy. All right, is Taysom Hill the guy? Because right now they're kind of battling it out. In week one, I watched your guys' game. I end up having the links, of all the games in preseason. Week one, 6 turnovers between the two of them is not really the way that you want to show Coach Payton that, hey, I am the guy. Both quarterbacks did some good things, but they also did some bad things. So I'm really interested to see where it goes. King Mode in the building. What to do? Brute Saint in the building. What to do? From what I saw last week, I expect the defense to be great, but I'm questioning the quarterback play. I think a lot of people are. And that's one thing. Anytime I'm critical of my Buccaneers, the Saints, or any other team, some people think it's like me taking a shot, like normal fans of the Bucs or Saints or Falcons or Panthers, when I say something maybe that you don't believe or that is true, but you just don't want to hear it. I always call it right down the middle. When my Buccaneers were horrible from 2008 all the way to 2019, I never once said, we're going to the playoffs, we're going to the Super Bowl, and made statements that weren't true. I said, my team is shit. I'm not going to win very many games. The season's going to be over in October, and I was okay with that. But as far as the Saints, this team still could. And I honestly am saying this, out of the bottom of my heart, they still could make the playoffs. But right now, if you're looking at a progression, from week 1, week 2, week 3, and then going and jumping into the regular season, at this point, not a lot of people have penciled them in as one of those wild card teams, but things can change drastically for the positive or the negative, as we go through September and October. The schedule will be a little tough, starting off, depending on what kind of quarterback play that you get. But I'm interested to see what you get from the Saints moving forward. And then obviously on the flip side with the Jacksonville Jaguars, rebuilding mode. You got Trevor Lawrence, no more Gardner Minshew. You got a lot of weapons at running back, wide receiver. Offensive line is still going to be a little shaky. Defense, a little shaky. But with the Colts, we don't really know necessarily if Carson Wentz will be ready week 1 with Quentin Nelson. But I've seen that Carson Wentz is starting to practice again and get back into the mix of things. So maybe the Colts will be in the mix in the AFC South. But as of right now, the Titans have the top spot. The Buccaneers have the top spot in the NFC South. AFC South, it's got to be the Titans. But that doesn't mean that the Jags or Colts could make a deep run. Even though it'd be very surprising if the Jags did it, or someone like the Saints or the Panthers could make a little bit more of a run than people are expecting. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I won't lie. Corona Premier, your boy's tired. You know what I mean? But I'll still bring the high energy. I'll bring the fire. The game is on. Obviously, we have this game, and then we're going to have games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then preseason week 3 is over. So I appreciate every single one of y'all, hopping in the building with me. And I'm really anticipated and excited, genuinely excited to actually watch the Saints play. Me being the rival with Tampa Bay, we've had our rival games. The rivalry is deep. You got the Panthers, you got the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Saints. We beat each other up a lot, but I am a guy that loves to watch the film. I love to read, and I like to break down tape. That's probably my funnest thing to do, almost like a scout. I love to break down the tape, watch the O-line, watch the defense. Don't watch necessarily just the quarterback, wide receiver, running back, and tight end, the glorified positions. But let me look at the coach. Let me look at the body language. Let me look at the offensive line. Let me look at the D-line. Let me look at the defense in general. Let me look at the D coordinator. Let me look at the O-line coach. Let me look at everything that the average fan is not looking at. And I really want to focus on, obviously, watching Jameis and Taysom Hill. And I'm hoping that you guys have success. I mean, a lot of Bucs fans will say, fuck the Saints. Hope you guys lose all your games. Same thing goes for the Panthers and the Falcons. But I'm a fan of the game. And so there's players on the Saints that I would love to have on my Buccaneers. AK-41, Michael Thomas, Cameron Jordan, Lattimore, Demario Davis, a.k.a. the Glue. So a lot of these typical fans, they have a lot of hate in their heart. There's a lot of hate out in America nowadays. And I get it. You can be rivals and have that hate. But for me, I'm trying to show you that even though as a Bucs fan, I can have appreciation for the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons, even though they're rivals in the division. Because when I see greatness, there's no denying greatness. Speaking of greatness, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I believe he would be Kobe, 43 years old today. Prayers up to Kobe Bryant with the helicopter crash. When I see greatness like AK-41, Alvin Kamara, there's a reason why he's my favorite running back in the league. And most people would be like, you're fucking crazy, Orion. How is AK-41, the rival of your Buccaneers, your favorite running back in the league? Yes, there's King Henry. Yes, there's Dalvin Cook, Run CMC, Saquon Barkley. But the one thing that AK-41 has that these other guys don't have, a little bit bigger chip on his shoulder, being a third, fourth rounder, a guy from Tennessee, a guy that can do it all, score 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, that Christmas game, he could have scored 10 times, but I love it that he can catch balls out of the backfield. He's great at receiving the football. He can hit the hole, the guard, the tackles, the sweeps. He can really do it all. And it's a joy to watch. It's something that I would really hope one day Tampa can grasp on. You can have a running back committee, where you have three guys. Like right now, I got Rojo, I got Lombardi Lenny, Leonard Fournette, and I got Giovanni Bernard from the Bengals. That's all great and all, but to have an AK-41, a 3-down back, and all the things that he does on the field, just magical. It's just every time he's on TV, it's like must-see TV for me, especially him being my favorite running back in the league. And you're not going to hear a lot of Buccaneer fans or a lot of fans from other teams say such high praise. You guys got a lot of studs on your team. Same thing with the Jags. The Jags have got a lot of young studs on their team. Don't be surprised for teams like the Jets and the Jags that possibly, within a couple years, they might sniff a wild card. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been watching Zach Wilson. He's looking fantastic. I'm telling you, out of all the quarterbacks, Mac Jones looks great. Zach Wilson looks great. Trey Area has some room to work. Justin Fields has had his moments. Every quarterback is doing their thing, but the lower teams that are getting slept on, don't sleep on them. Give them a couple years, and don't be surprised if some of these lower tier teams, besides maybe the Detroit Lions, I'm not sure if we're going to get any hope with that until they replace Jared Goff. But I'm excited to see the lower teams starting being good again, and we'll have to see what happens in this game tonight. Let me acknowledge everybody in the room. JDR Rich Jr., 5, who dat, you dat, KK's uncle in the building, what up, what up? King Mode in the building. He said, this stream gonna be lit, baby. Brute Saint, he said, again, from what I saw last week, I expect the defense to be great, but I'm questioning the quarterback play. KK's Uncle Jags being disrespectful right now. Hey, the Jags are the lowest team in the NFL besides like the Lions and the Jets. I mean, they don't really expect a whole lot, but they do. They do expect a lot. They do. I imagine Urban Meyer is preaching to them with the injury to Carson Wentz and his ability to throw the football. You're not going to win the division with the Titans unless they have injuries with Tannehill, Julio, A.J. Brown, or King Henry. But the Jags, I imagine he's saying we're going to win 10 games this year. I imagine that's the goal for a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Will they get to 10? Probably not. Realistically, they'll probably win somewhere between 5 and 9 games. And 9 would be on like kind of the high side, right? But you never know in this game that we call the NFL. Message from a Golden Eagle. What up, Orion? NWSF Saints in the building. Hey, I had to do something special for him. I'm always doing cool backgrounds. I'm always having to come up with something a little bit different. I could be in the studio in background like I used like last season. But I really want to make it special for every fan base that's at home to show something that, hey, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, the Fanatic family, the best fans on planet Earth. But one thing that separates me from every other YouTuber out there or anyone on social media is the amount of knowledge, passion, energy, and the commitment that I have following all 32 teams. No one else has that on social media or on YouTube, period. A lot of people are covering one team. I'm covering them all, even the rivals, the Saints, the Falcons, and the Panthers. Alvin Kamara not playing tonight. I didn't expect him to. Message from a Golden Eagle. Cowgirls always say Super Bowl. Yes, they do. Hybrid in the building. What to do? Ravens flock in the building. Fuck yeah, drink it up, buddy. Yeah. Amber in the building. Hello, everyone. Hey, yo. Josh Richards in the building. Aaron Rodgers will be a Saint next year market. There's a chance, obviously, Rodgers. But the thing is, if they're going to trade him away, right, it's not his choice, Josh. So they're going to trade him to the AFC. It's not going to be, I think, Aaron Rodgers' choice. If he had his choice, why not the Saints? That would be a great fit for him. Shit, I would take him on Tampa Bay if Tom retired. That's big facts. But having him go to the Raiders, the Broncos, or the Dolphins is more likely because he's not going to be able to choose where he wants to go. At least that's what I was reading based on all the thread with the Green Bay Packers. Let's see here. Hoping they limit turnovers this game. Yeah, 6 in week 1. Let's get those turnovers down. We want to see some good Saints football. Yes, I'm a Bucs fan, but I want to see certain guys succeed. Yeah, Jameis is no longer on my team, right? But I know how passionate the Saints fan base is. So I'm not going to shit on you guys. I'm not going to just talk shit and say how horrible you guys are. I'm going to be optimistic. And hopefully we get some progression from week 1, week 2. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big Jameis guy. I seen him fail on my team at Florida State. I seen him obviously with my team at Tampa Bay. I got Tom. So to go from Tom Brady to Jameis is a huge upgrade. But like I mentioned to you guys, regardless if it's Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston, this is a Band-Aid for your team. The Saints demand greatness, all right? You can't be having John Elway like the Broncos, Peyton Manning, and then go to Brock Osweiler, Teddy Two Gloves, Drew Lock. I mean, Drew looks like he might be the guy for that team now, but for your guys' roster, you need somebody better. Whether that be a Ryan Tannehill-ish player, a Kirk Cousins-type player, you need someone that's not going to turn the football over. And once you get that, you'll be right back in the mix of being one of the top dogs in the NFC and the NFL altogether. But right now, seems like kind of a rebuilding mode. You have some adversity with some injuries, some suspensions. Michael Thomas, Onyemata, Janoris Jenkins, Sheldon Rankins. Certain guys no longer there. T-Rex. So new guys can step up, and I'm excited to see some of the rookies as well, like Peyton Turner, Adebo. There's a lot of quality guys that maybe I wasn't too on in the draft. But if you guys have been watching the film, the Saints, regardless if you guys want to agree with me or not, Marshall for the Panthers. You should have got him. Asante Samuel Jr., you should have got him. Those should have been Terrace Marshall Jr., wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. You should have drafted him. After that, Asante Samuel Jr. should have drafted him. If you've been watching tape of the Panthers at all or read anything or seen anything Chargers, these guys are playing amazing, let alone Derwin James is back, picking off anyone and everyone on San Francisco and any kind of dual practice. I wish you guys would have picked those two guys. If you would have got Marshall from LSU at wide receiver, then Asante Samuel Jr., I would have been a lot more confident with the roster going in with all the turnover and the injuries and the suspensions. Those two guys are money, and I just can't believe that they pass on those two guys. Let's hope Peyton Turner, Adebo, and the rest will step up to that same kind of talent level, but we have to wait and see. Randall in the building. Who dat? You dat. Bro. Hi? Respect, bro. In the building. Prayers up for Kobe. Damn right. Let's see here. Let me get in here. I got a lot of people in the building. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Amber's in the building. Brute say can't watch the game. Unfortunately, I'm glad you're holding it down. Of course, man. I'm always going to hold it down for the Saints. Like I said, the biggest fan base that represents this channel might be the Saints. A lot of Chiefs, a lot of Eagles, but I got to do my due diligence, and I enjoy watching you guys. I really do. A lot of people would not say something like that, especially being a rival, but I do enjoy watching you guys play. Not, hoping for you guys necessarily to fail, but just to analyze the tape and see how you guys are playing and doing a little scouting on my end, being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. I would take Run CMC over AK, but they both all pros. And you're a Saints fan. But the difference is AK-41 is going to stay healthy. CMC will not. All right. Message from a Golden Eagle. Tata Keys. Who dat? You dat. Preston Colvin in the building. Elliot Evans in the building. Who dat? You dat. PJ Carmichael. Who dat? You dat. Love the energy. Your boy always brings the energy, and I already worked a long day. 8-9 hours unloading trailers, I'm dead. Like literally, I have no energy. Like if I'm a cell phone, I'm on 1% right now. But you wouldn't know that because I have so much love for the game. When I see NFL on, when I vibe with you guys, the energy comes out. New world order for life, brother. You get the juices flowing. Once NFL starts kicking off, it doesn't matter. I could be just dead as hell, and I'm still going to bring the energy and bring the fire. Amber in the building, Randall in the building. Lawrence got spanked by LSU in the Dome. Saints going to spank him in the Dome. Randall, NWO4 live, brother. Who would you rather go against, Hill or Winston with the Bucs defense? The Philly 3-2-9-1. Either one. Like I said, I mean, Jameis would be a better storyline just because he was the Buccaneers quarterback. But I just want them to put the best guy out there, on the field that gives the Saints the best chance to win. If that's Jameis, great. If he doesn't turn the football over. But the problem is they both have problems fumbling. They both have problems throwing interceptions. They have problems hanging on to the football and keeping the football. And one thing you need to do in the NFL, on any team, you need to protect the ball so that way you can get in field goal range and get points for touchdowns. So someone's going to have to clean it up unless they go back and forth with both guys. Jameis can only play QB. Taysom Hill is a Swiss Army knife. He can play QB, running back, fullback, tight end, wide receiver, kickoff return specialist, punt return, even though you got guys like Harris, who's one of the best, kick returners in the game already. But I'm just saying his versatility is unmatched in the NFL. So if you put Taysom, at quarterback, Jameis can't play any other position. So you're going to have to kind of decide what you want to do. It's almost a catch-22. Nola in the building, what to do? We turned the ball over 8 times all season 2 years ago. We turned it over 6 times last week. Whoever doesn't turn it over wins the job. Let's go. You still got next week, though, too, right? You still got, obviously, week 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that last game as well. Message from a Golden Eagle. NWSF isn't about being biased, but real with some humor. Damn right. Damn right. Elliot Evans, he's wrecked my man's knowledge. Most underrated YouTuber, all love. I am. I feel I really am. Not a lot of respect goes to me. You know what I mean? I think some people know me. YouTube needs to really start pushing me. Like I said, the more people that you get to the stream, the more people that watch me, you'll realize I'm not like anybody else that's out there. And I really, truly have the love for the game. I'm not sure if there's anyone out there that loves the NFL and all 32 teams as much as me. And I will be very honest. The Buccaneers are number 1 in my book. But I love watching every other team just as much as watching my Buccaneers. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how much love that I have literally for the NFL, for college football, for wrestling, the things that I love in my life. And, I'm always going to do the research. I'm always going to do the film study, and I'm always going to call it right down the middle. And you're not going to get that with a lot of people. You're going to get a lot of biased opinions, a lot of people that argue about shit that isn't true. But like I said, I'm going to be able to give you guys a great play-by-play and reactions. Make sure you guys are heavy with the comments or questions. And let's have a great time tonight, man. Saints, Jags, let's fucking go. Amber says no because Peyton likes to run his mouth. Panthers snatch Marshall Jr. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, if you would have got both of those guys, that would have been amazing. Zach, hey, Mig, how about my boy Ben Roethlisberger? All y'all doubted. Well, it's preseason, but I'll give you this. He has looked good. There is a chance that they could end up making the playoffs, competing with, the Ravens, with Lamar, as well as the Cleveland Browns, who are the front runner for the AFC North. But let's wait till we get to the regular season. You guys ended up winning 10, 11 games and then kind of shit the bed and got, your ass kicked by the Browns in the playoffs. So I'm excited to see what he's got left, but let's not kid ourselves. Big Ben probably only has a year or 2 left of good quality football. This might be his last year, and they're going to have to look for someone better than Mason Rudolph, better than Dwayne Haskins, because let's be honest, those guys are trash. I wouldn't want either one of those guys as my backup. Not trying to talk shit, but I think any other fan base, if they saw Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins, they say pass. Don't want either one of them. That's facts. Randall says Sean Payton doesn't draft LSU players. He should have. Saints do have the best O-line in the league. Debatable. Top five. Like I said, you guys have a better O-line than me, but they have us ranked at 4. So if you guys are 3, 2, or 1, Colts have a great O-line. There's a few teams that have great O-lines, but both of us have 2 top 4 offensive lines in the league. And I love your O-line. I think your O-line's great, led by Ryan Ramczyk. Michaela in the building. Yo, what to do? Brute say not only that, their quick release isn't that great. Hill and Jameis, yeah, their technique could be a little bit better. And Ian Book isn't the answer either. I mean, we saw him at Notre Dame, but you guys expect greatness. You need someone better. But I love your guys' O-line. Like I said, I follow your guys' team very, very heavily. Michaela, he said, I'm the man, you're the woman. I appreciate you. His throwing motion makes me cringe, look like he's throwing a brick. I miss Breeze so damn much. I know a lot of people do. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. You need something to fucking drink, get a Corona. And if you noticed, I got my lime in there. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Smash the fucking like button. Donate if you can. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. And here we go. All right, come on, Saints. Go, go, go. And you're never going to see someone that has that type of passion and energy for whoever's on offense or defense. That's really what separates, I think, me, really rooting for both teams when they're playing. I just want to see some good football. I'm a fan of greatness, and we really want to break this down with Jameis and Taysom Hill. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. It'd be greatly appreciated. I already worked an 8-9 hour day. Energy levels at 1%, but you never would know it. All right, you can donate at Cash App, $ORION NWSF down below on the screen as you can see it in the ticker, or the YouTube Super Chat. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Let's go. Nice throw right there by Jameis. Okay. I got my snacks. I got my beer. I'm ready to go.
He played 19 more years, 7 teams, 2 Pro Bowls, and led the Jets to an AFC championship game. We'll see how Jameis responds after not starting a single.
Nice handoff. Nice hurdle right there. Eluding the tacklers. Looks like we're not really getting a whole lot of Latavius Murray or AK-41 or maybe a lot of the starters. Hey, but it happens. You're going to have a lot of guys, rest in week 2 and week 3. They don't want injuries, but you also want reps. You want reps out there because you want to be able to get some continuity and some chemistry with your guys. All right. And that's big facts. Shout out to everyone that watched SummerSlam with me and my boy Swaggy P. He was in the building. Over 4,000 people tuned in. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Handoff. Follow your blockers. Come on now. Okay, SummerSlam was lit. 4,500 and counting, obviously, with that live stream for SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar's back. Becky Lynch is back. Very interesting. Obviously, CM Punk and AEW Rampage. Interesting. Wrestling is starting to get good again. All right, come on, Jameis. Did I just say that? Come on, Jameis. Yes, I did. Maybe not for my team, but I'm interested to see how he does for you guys. There we go. First down, Saints. Callaway seems like it might be the guy that has the most rapport, with Jameis from what I saw in week 1. There's a few guys, that can really step up and make a name for themselves since Michael Thomas is not going to be the guy for at least a few weeks until we end up getting him back on the field. Juwan. All right, Juwan Johnson from where? My Oregon Ducks. Don't sleep on him. Woo! Big hit. Matt Payton in the building. What to do? Cena will bounce back. He always does. CM Punk return literally gave me chills. It was so sick. It was. I'm a big wrestling guy, too. I mean, NFL, college football, wrestling, AEW, WWE. I mean, I love all that shit. That's my life. I've been watching all 3 since, 1985. Definitely gave me chills with CM Punk. A little surprising with the squash job on Bianca Belair from Becky Lynch in her return. But obviously they had to do something since CM Punk came back. Come on, Jameis. Go, go, go! Oh! Yeah, throw the flag. Callaway, I love him. Callaway's got a lot of moves. He's shifty. He's got good hands. This should be your number 1 receiver, I would assume, with Jameis or Taysom Hill. It should be the guy that puts up the most production. No Jared Cook, no Michael Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders. Obviously Michael Thomas will be there as we go further along in the season. But I really like this Callaway kid. And like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm a Bucs fan. I recognize the talent, the chemistry. Great play. Great play right there. Let's go. Result of the play, touchdown. Result of the play, touchdown. So you get a pass interference. Ooh! See, I didn't know that he actually came up with that. I thought that it might have bounced out right there when he hit the ground. Let's go. Let's make sure he kept the catch all the way through. because I thought for just a second, when I split second saw it, I thought the ball came out of his chest. It did not. Touchdown, Nolans Saints. What a great play. What a great play. Jameis to Callaway. Look at this catch on two guys. Pass interference all over him. Woo! Michael Thomas, who? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. And I know that's weird. Me trying to root for the Saints, root for Jameis, but I'll be rooting for the Jags and when they're on offense as well. What a great drive to get things going. We saw a lot of problems in week one. You know, all those turnovers, 6 turnovers between Jameis and Taysom. I don't know if you could have had a better start to a game right there. Get some more confidence for Jameis. Have Sean Payton feel more comfortable, but now Taysom Hill, when his chance comes, he needs to be able to not force it now, knowing that Jameis got the TD. Just play within your game, and we'll have to kind of wait and see. Nola, so I told you, bro, Callaway, the truth. Well, again, you're also playing against the Jags defense, so let's not get too overly excited, okay? It was a great play, all right, but when we end up going further along and they played tougher corners, tougher safeties, we're going to have to see who steps up and who doesn't, but I do agree. I do like Callaway. He definitely has the chemistry. You could see it already in week one, so great job by Jameis. Great job by Callaway as well. Dylan Rona in the building. Yo, Winston threw a bomb and a good catch. Yeah, and like I said, he's always had the arm. The main thing is the interceptions, the fumbles, the pick sixes. If Jameis and Taysom Hill can limit those, right, they can be a playoff team. But that's the big question mark. We believe in AK-41, Latavius Murray. Wide receiving core seems a little thin. But if Callaway can play like this, opposite of Michael Thomas, you're fine. You're right. You're fine. You know what I mean? And Jared Cook being gone, no problem. Defense still has most of the pieces. O-line is one of the best in the league. Obviously Sean Payton, Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Fame coach. So they got a lot of things there. Remember, the Jags, okay, they did get the first pick in the draft. So they have a lot of holes on defense, a lot of holes on the O-line. They have some guys on D that are good. They got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, but they're really young. But I'll give credit to the Saints, though, right? Look where the receiver is right here. Look at the route, and look at the throw by Jameis. Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw. That's like a Florida State throw or one of those Tampa Bay Buccaneer throws to maybe Mike Evans from back in the day. Beautiful. And that not only gives the confidence to Jameis, but it shows the fans that are the Saints fans in general from NOLA, right, that, hey, Callaway's the real deal. Right, he's the real deal. Look at him. He is the real deal. And obviously fans like me, I'm not going to hate on someone that made a big play like that. We're going to be watching very closely as the game goes on. And I don't know how long Callaway is going to be playing, but he seems like a guy that could score multiple times in a game. He gives you a lot of juice, a lot of swag, a lot of drip. I like him. I really do. All right, here we go. Jags, your turn. Nice tackle by the Saints defense. Another thing that I absolutely love about the Saints, all right, is defense. Offensive line. Those are my two favorite things. And then that's what you guys are good at. Defense and offensive line play. Ryan Ramczyk on the O-line. Defense led by Demario Davis, a.k.a. the Glue. Your boy gave him that nickname because he holds everything together. All right. And they got guys like Cameron Jordan, Hall of Famer, Lattimore, Beast. I mean, you got a lot of guys, but it's all about the others. Who's going to step up? I'm really excited to see. All right, here we go. Trevor Lawrence, your turn. I hope ETN's playing. We'll find out right here. No, James Robinson. He's good, too. For undrafted, he balled out last season. So with him, ETN and James Robinson, and then you got Shark. I mean, you got a lot of weapons on the wide receiver, running back, quarterback, and you got Minshew. If obviously, Trevor Lawrence goes down with an injury, this team is a team of the future, where they should end up getting close to 10 games in a few years. Not year one, but I know Urban Meyer is coaching them up saying, let's get 10 games and get a wild card this year. They might have to wait 2, 3, 4 years to get it, but I am a fan of Trevor Lawrence. I do like him. Shotgun set, handoff. Woo, big hit. Big fucking hit by the Saints. Demario Davis, a.k.a. the Glue, because he holds everything together. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Happy Monday, Saints and the Jags. Live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. All right, here we go. Shotgun set. Come on now. Man in motion, shotgun set. Lawrence looking. Nice throw, but good defense by the Saints. No first down. Let's go. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the stop. Lots of talent, lots of young talent for the Jags, but there is a reason why they drafted number 1 overall. They are a bad football team, so don't expect too much from the Jags or the Jets or the Lions, but you never know. Injuries can really derail a team that might be above them, and they might be able to win a few more than people are thinking. All right, Jags with the punt. Logan Cook. Deontay Harris, the best return man in the NFL. Love him. Wish I had him on my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sarah Bien in the building. How are you? Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. If you're thirsty, grab yourself a Corona. And I don't know if they were like sold out, here in Oregon, but it seemed like everywhere I went, like Coronas were just sold out. So, I had a long, long day. Like I said, unloading the trailers and doing a lot of the warehouse work. And then I, ran to the grocery store afterwards. And I've only had a few minutes really to gather myself. But, that's what you do when you're a grinder and you have something that you're passionate about. You end up just grinding it out. And like I said, I'm here. Anthony Ramirez, Raiders in the building. How are you, man? Doing good. We're doing good. Tired today. If I had a battery level, on me as a person, it'd be like 1%, but you would never be able to know that with all the energy and the passion and the knowledge that I'm dropping, obviously, on the broadcast that I do. Amber says, the TV is faster than yours. Hey, well, I'm watching it here live on ESPN, so if you're on an app or if you're watching it through like some third-party stream, it may be a little bit slower. Usually third-party streams that you go to usually are about 60 seconds or a minute behind, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But usually in that 30 seconds to 60 seconds, minute, 2 minutes behind. But it's all good. I'm calling it live here just on ESPN. Got the setup, and I'm ready to go. KK's uncle throwing bombs to Quiz. Boy, I see you. That dude Callaway, man, I'm telling you. I know, he's the dude. He is your wide receiver number 2. And if for whatever reason Michael Thomas gets traded or you have any other issues, he seems like he could be wide receiver 1. And that's pretty high praise for me. You know what I mean? He just seems like he's got chemistry with both Jameis and Taysom Hill. He's got good hands, good route running. He goes for the football. I really like him. We'll see what Juwan Johnson can do from Oregon. We saw him get a grab prior to that. But you can tell Callaway is the best threat on the offense besides, obviously, AK-41, Alvin Kamara. That's facts. Yeah, but also we got to be able to see how things go with MT. It would not surprise me if they end up trading him, if they end up not being able to work it out and he ends up getting traded somewhere else. It's a possibility. They might be able to hash it out and he might be still there for a while, maybe the rest of his career or maybe until the next contract, but we will have to wait and see. But obviously they are a better football team when Michael Thomas, MT13 is on the field for the New Orleans Saints. Callaway good for fantasy? Absolutely. Michael Thomas is out for the first, 6 games? So they have to throw the ball to someone. And if you watch week 1 and you watch week 2 right now, who's balling out? It's Callaway. So, yes, if you're doing fantasy football, I would grab Callaway. I'll probably end up drafting him in my league if I have the ability to. I don't usually draft players from my own team. Nice run. Rumbling and a bumbling. Let's go. First down, Saints. But yes, I definitely would be targeting Callaway in fantasy. Not too high. You want to go for your Tyreeks and, obviously your Stephon Diggs and those kind of guys. But as you're going further along in the draft, Callaway might be the first option. So you want to make sure you grab him as like a wide receiver 2 or maybe a wide receiver 3 flex. Definitely. I'm going to be trying to get him. And I wouldn't be saying that unless I was really impressed with him week 1 and week 2. Go. All right, Latavius Murray in the game. Hey, I'm always grinding, man. I'm in one of the Saints, biggest supporters, for what they do, for the last 4 years. Like I said, I cover them very heavy. We got a lot of fans for the Saints. And obviously, I'm probably the only Buccaneer fan that any Saint fan follows, on YouTube or in general. You know what I mean? Just because I do follow my Buccaneers, but I do follow all 31 teams other than the Buccaneers. And I try to follow them as heavy as my own team. I try to learn every single tidbit, watch all the film, read all the articles, just like if they were my own team. Facts. Back to Latavius Murray, gain of a couple. But absolutely, I absolutely love Callaway. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. Add a lime, and you're in heaven. And I'll tell you what, if you guys make the playoffs this season, you got to definitely put Sean Payton for Coach of the Year. If you guys, with this roster, with all the drama with Michael Thomas, Onyemata, with the PEDs and players not being there anymore on the defense, Sheldon Rankins, Janoris Jenkins, T-Rex, issues with quarterbacks, being consistent. If you guys make the playoffs as a wild card and get 10, 11 wins, you got to be able to throw Sean Payton's name in the conversation for Coach of the Year. And honestly, that might be his best coaching job this season if he gets your team to the playoffs. I'm not an idiot. I know football through and through. I've been watching since 1985. You have to reward someone like Sean Payton if he gets this particular roster, which may be in rebuilding mode slightly. Got to be able to give him the clap and, the salute, but we'll see. I mean, I could see things going good and them overachieving and hitting, maybe 9, 10, 11 wins, or, you might have some more injuries or some bad quarterback play and you might end up winning, 7, 8, 9 games. I mean, it's a real possibility, especially with the rest of the NFC and how competitive they're going to be. And that's facts. False start for the Saints, which is very rare. You never see false starts. Let's go. I'm playing chess, my guy. Everyone else playing checkers. I'm leaps and bounds and above and beyond a lot of people, All right, here we go. Oh, what happened to my hands? Come on. Jameis has been pretty locked in. Like I said, but you guys are at home playing a secondary that's really not that good. But with all that being said, with the Jags defense not being that good, them getting the first pick with Trevor Lawrence, I still can't shake that idea that, hey, that throw and that catch by Callaway, that was money. That was money. That's something that you Saints fans need to hang on to. I absolutely love that deep bomb. And I love that grab. I don't know what was more impressive, the throw or the grab, but I'm thinking the grab. But the throw for Jameis, not throwing it, a pick to one of those two guys that was defending, it was in double coverage, and he still came up with the catch with PI. Saints with the punt. Fair caught. Amber, it should be the other way around. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. The best fans on planet Earth, the Fanatic family. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to you boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat, even if it's $1. Any little amount helps. Your boy's grinding, working hard, always dropping the knowledge, and you're always going to have an entertaining stream with your boy. That is the bottom line because O-Dog said so. Let me update some of the things here because I got to update so many things. So one sec while I get in the building here. 1 second.
Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into that brands. You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on? They just sell candles and they're making overhead.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I mean, like I said, it was a long, long day today. A lot of shit that had to get done at work. Definitely don't have a whole lot of energy. You never would know it, but I always get tuned up on a whole nother level, especially when football's on. If the NFL is on, college football's on, wrestling's on, that adrenaline, like I'm actually playing in the game starts happening. And like I said, there's nothing funner for me than calling games and watching games with y'all. That's like one of the best things, period, that I love doing. And like I said, this is going to be the last game of week 2 in the preseason. Then we got games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then we're going to be transitioning into the Northwest Sports Fanatics Fantasy Football League. So if you're interested in that, I'll go over some details with that, get some emails, and we'll do a drawing, probably here after the third game. And then we'll do a draft, and I have 8 spots open. Me and Zini Panini are in since she won the Fantasy Football League last year. And then we'll have 8 spots open for that. And then we'll be transitioning into college football. I'll be doing Ducks, Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Clemson. When we get further along with MLB, I'll be doing some Dodgers for my dad once they hit the playoffs in September and October. NBA, college basketball. I'll be doing everything. So your boy's been grinding. But the biggest thing is going to be this NFL and college football season. That's really what I'm most excited about. I think it's almost time to get some more beers. I got some crackers, got some Reds. I'm good to go. Might be I'm going to go get another beer here, but I'm not going to leave just yet. I don't want to miss any of the action. Trevor Lawrence opening drive, 1 for 1, 5 yards. We want to see Trevor Lawrence go through his progressions. Obviously, Zach Wilson's a stud. On the Jets, people don't realize he has an Aaron Rodgers, right? Patrick Mahomes kind of arm. He's going to be very, very good in this league. Zach Wilson for the Jets. I know the Jets are kind of a crummy shit team, but watch. He will really ball out for the Jets. Nice throw. First down, Jags. I have more confidence in Zach Wilson than I do Trevor Lawrence, but I think Trevor Lawrence will eventually get it down. Justin Fields is in a great spot for Chicago. We've seen him ball out. He'll take Andy Dalton's job. We saw, obviously, Trey Lance do what he does. He's going to be the starter sooner than later over Jimmy Garoppolo. And Mac Jones, he'll be taking that job from Cam sooner than later as well. So we got 5 quarterbacks that have a chance to be pretty damn good for us, and this could be the best quarterback draft class ever, depending on how really all 5 guys pan out or don't pan out. Handoff up the middle. James Robinson, gain of 1 or 2. So I'm going to load the bong real quick. I got the beer. I got the gummies. I got everything. Haven't done the gummies just yet, though. Probably wait till after the game is over for that. Hit the dispensary up. I got some. I'm ready to go. Smoking. Few joints. Spliffs. Gummies. Beer. All right, here we go. 7-0 Saints. Trevor, looking. Oh, he almost got fucking blasted. What happened to my hands? Good defense by the Nylon Saints right there. I'll be using ESPN. Yeah, I'll be using that one. Obviously, a lot of people like Yahoo and some of the other formats, but I've been using ESPN for the last 2 seasons. So this for the 3rd annual. We're just going to keep the same format, and I will be using ESPN Fantasy Football. Correct. I like Yahoo a little bit better with the pictures of the players, but I've already been using ESPN for the last couple years, so I'm going to stick with it. All right, here we go. Robinson, O'Shaughnessy, Laviska Shenault Jr., shotgun set. Lawrence. Blitz coming. Going long. Going deep. Floater. Incomplete. What is my fantasy football club? Like I said, we just went Northwest Sports Fanatics. I mean, I haven't created the league just yet, so I'll have to do that. But I mean, are you talking about my team name? I'll have to come up with a team name after I draft the players, and I'll come up with a creative one. Ken Crawley, 6'1", 180 from Colorado. Great job. Saints, I see you. Jags with the punt. Off the side of his foot. Shank that shit. Excellent field position. Are we going to get more Jameis or are we going to get some Taysom Hill? Yeah, but Trevor Lawrence, I mean, as great as he is, he's NFL ready, right? There is a chance that there could be a bust factor with Trevor Lawrence. If you watched him play in big games, in big championship games, bowl games, did he play well? Not really. He definitely struggled against the good competition. So I know that he has the ability to do it, but it all depends on the supporting cast around him. I like Zach Wilson personally better. I think that he doesn't need as much talent around him. He's got a stronger arm, more zip on the football. I just like Zach Wilson more as far as an NFL talent. Justin Fields has got the athleticism. He's on a good squad with Chicago with a good defense to help him out. Trey Area and Mac Jones got great coaching behind them, and they got pretty good teams helping them out, with Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels, as well as, your boy Kyle Shanahan. So every quarterback's in a good position, but even though Trevor was the first, there is a possibility that Trevor, I don't want to say he's the bust in the group, but there's a chance that he might not be as good as they're hoping. I kind of like some of the other quarterbacks a little bit more, either based off the coaching that they have, the team that they're on, but overall skill set. If I look at the skills, of Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, I kind of like Zach Wilson's game the best. I know a lot of y'all might have seen the internet blow up on Justin Fields in week 1, and everyone likes to go one way or another, and they like to really, raise eyebrows, and you're getting kind of brainwashed by ESPN and Fox Sports and a lot of the social media outlets. I like to make my own opinion based off the film that I watch, the games that I watch, and I think I like Zach Wilson the best. Mac Jones has been very impressive. I think with Trey Lance, he's got some good plays, but he also has some bad plays. He needs to kind of be a little bit more accurate, but he can work on that with Kyle Shanahan. Justin Fields has got the athleticism to extend plays, but he's going to be able to be up and down as well. So with Fields, Mac Jones, and Trey Area, they still need some work. But based off the teams that they're on, it's the perfect spot. But Zach Wilson, even though he's got Saleh, defensive-minded coach, I like the roster. I mean, it's young. You know what I mean? It's going to take time for them to be good. The Jets might be the team that it takes the longest to be good just because they're the fucking Jets, right? But I think Zach Wilson will really open up some eyes. He can really zip it. And like I said, it's the closest thing to like an Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes delivery that I've seen in a long time. I know he will pan out for sure, 100%. Trevor Lawrence, question mark. Mac Jones, long-term, question mark. Trey Area, question mark. Justin Fields, even though he played great, there might be still a question mark there, but he looks like Justin Fields could be the best Chicago Bear quarterback that they've ever had if he can stay healthy and they can keep building around him. But I really like Zach Wilson. To me personally, he is the best out of all the quarterbacks. Nice. First down, Saints. Saints fans in the building, in the dome. Well, Trevor, like I said, with his decision-making, it's not horrible. But if you notice, if you watch Trevor Lawrence in college, yeah, he had his natty and he had his shining moment. But if you go back and look at the last few years, in the bowl games or in the natties or obviously in the ACC championship games, there's certain games where Trevor didn't really look that great. I mean, when I think of number one pick, I'm thinking like Peyton Manning type of presence, and I don't really get that Peyton Manning feel from Trevor Lawrence. I see some good play, but I also see some bad play. He's polished, but again, if I had to choose, Troutman's down. Troutman's on the cart. That's not good. That's one of your starting tight ends. Fuck, that's not good. Shoe off. Hopefully not ankle not broken. Give us a fucking update. Someone in the medical tent. Mr. Poole. Nice catch. A lot of slants. A lot of throws here in the middle of the field. Deontay Harris with the catch. Great special teamer. The best punt returner, kick returner in the league. Yeah, Troutman's that's the guy that was going to take over for Jared Cook. That's not what you want to see. I'm praying for you guys that is not season ending. Because I already had O.J. Howard, with that type of, injury that was season ending. Luckily, I had Gronk. Nice catch. Nice catch. First down, Saints. Move the chains. But, luckily I had, Cameron Braid and Gronk, but you never want to lose your tight end. Callaway is a G. Dude, Callaway is a G. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, message from a Golden Eagle. Everyone's going to have their own opinions, but based on, team fit, I think, the Jags and Urban Meyer, that was going to be the, that was going to be the fit for them. You know what I mean? You're going for someone that you don't want to necessarily take a chance on. But, I mean, if you go back and watch the film of all the quarterbacks, Justin Fields has had his moment in week one. Trey Area had the deep bomb and had a few good touchdowns, obviously over the weekend, right? Mac Jones has played pretty damn good, played better than Cam, really, in preseason. I mean, Mac Jones looks nice. They play harder for him, just like Justin Fields and Trey Area. But with Trevor, number one pick, all the pressure, hasn't played good in big games in college. Some games he plays good, some he doesn't play that good at all, average or below average. Zach Wilson, I know he went to BYU, but going long, going deep. Oh, shit!
Defensive back in Shaq Griffin, they paid a lot of money in free agency to leave Seattle and come to the Jaguars. You see Mount Marcus Callaway just hand-fighting, really can make some one-handed catch. Shaq Griffin playing what he does best.
Damn!
But at the catch point, Callaway is as strong as they come. Channeling his Michael Thomas right there.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Are you kidding me? Oh, did it bounce though? Dude, Callaway making Jameis look good. Callaway making Jameis look good. Again, that shows you, let's get excited. All right, the Jags had a bad defense. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. But let's talk about the effort from Jameis. Looking good, right? Taking advantage of the bad defense, but Callaway really making the play, making Jameis look good. And getting fucking blasted. Fucking one-handed? Are you kidding me? That's tough. That is tough. He is a grown-ass man. See, now that's a great thing about football when you have guys that you're hoping that will step up to be a star, and then they go above and beyond. Now you're thinking, fuck Emmanuel Sanders. You know, you got a number 2 right here who's transitioning into be a 1 because Michael Thomas isn't there. But if you get that kind of play, you know, here and there with Michael Thomas, AK-41, that great O-line, obviously Jameis isn't going to be throwing touchdowns all day long against everyone from week 1 to week 17. But I'll tell you what, nice chemistry that Jameis and Taysom Hill have with Callaway. And like I said, fantasy football, yeah, you're going to want to be looking at Callaway. He looks very, very good. Yeah, he is a stud. Brute Saint, he is a stud. He is the truth. And it's nice to be able to see guys step up because you guys need it desperately. You know, you guys were thin at wide receiver. Obviously, with Terrace Marshall Jr. would have been great to have also to complement Callaway. But you have other guys that can step up. But you can tell they go to him because they know he is the playmaker. And I can't wait to be able to see what you can do with both Michael Thomas and Callaway with AK-41 in. And like I said, you can't get too worked up. You know, it's obviously a great start. You're not going to be able to play like that against all the teams, but for what it is in preseason today and giving you some excitement as we're going in, you know, to week 1, obviously we got week 3, you know, coming up this weekend. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I would definitely be looking at Callaway in my fantasy football league, and that's big facts. Clemson versus Ohio State was enough for me on Trevor Lawrence. Can't guard Marquez. Boring old biddy, man. If you watched Callaway last year, then this isn't a surprise, AJ Sillman. You're a Saints fan, but let's be real. Let's be honest. Did you really think that he was going to play this good with these kind of grabs? You know, at this point, you know, I don't think anyone really thought this good. Like maybe, you know, getting a few receptions here and there, you know, maybe a touchdown, but to like ball out like a true number 1 wide receiver. I mean, we saw glimpses of it, but I don't think we saw it like this. I mean, the way that he's playing right now, like this, even though against the shitty secondary, I mean, Callaway looks like he could be a guy that could score, you know, 10 touchdowns in a regular season. So you can say all you want that everyone knew on the Saints. Fuck out of here, man. Not everyone knew he was going to be this good. And obviously Jameis with the great throws. Let's give a little respect to him. LASIK eye surgery is working pretty good. You know, and sometimes guys can have potential and be pretty good. But what we're watching right now and we're witnessing right now is someone balling out and really putting America on notice. Let's be honest here. All right. We knew he had some skills, and I knew that. I saw him. But to do what he's already done so far, I mean, he's like, it seems like he could score 3 or 4 in this game. Obviously, they'll probably be taking him out here sooner than later. But a great, great way to show America, hey, the Saints do have a true number 1 wide receiver, not named Michael Thomas, and Marquez Callaway. Okay. Can't guard Marquez. Wow. Let's go. Callaway. Well, we saw it in week 1. You know what I mean? But there's a difference between getting a couple grabs, you know, here and there, get a couple first downs, maybe a touchdown. But like the way that he's scoring these 2 touchdowns, very impressive in traffic. One-handed on one, double covered in the other. That's exactly what you want to see in your stud wide receiver that you're hoping that could be a 1 or a 2. Fantastic. Handoff. Saints defense says, get the fuck out of here with that. Oh, yeah, everyone saw the potential, AJ. But I'm saying what he's doing today? Come on, man. I almost shit myself over here. That was crazy. Fucking knocked over my fucking lighting and my speakers. Had to fucking get another look. Unbelievable. And that's why I love football. I mean, like I said, me being a Bucs fan is irrelevant. I'm a fan of the game. So if I see great football, NFL, college football, or I see some, you know, wrestling that, you know, gets me going, AEW or some WWE, but more importantly, NFL and college football, I mean, how can you not get excited for that? Shotgun set, Lawrence, pressure coming, little check down, wrap him up. There you go. Laviska Shenault Jr. It's crazy, right? It's crazy when guys go 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round undrafted, but sometimes guys just need an opportunity. Savage OD in the building. What to do? All right, Saints fans.
Although they're trying to find some new players at defensive tackle in particular, this team has great leadership. They're going to have to spread it out and get Trevor in his comfort zone as they're doing a week's drive.
3rd down and 6. See if they bring the blitz. Pressure coming. All right, Saints fans. You're already up 14-0. Hook your boy up with a dono. Who will be the first to show some love for your boy? Again, I already worked a long day. You guys are up 14-0. Things are going good. Show some love for your boy and all the hard work that I put in, week out, day in, day out. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. $ORION NWSF at the bottom of the ticker or the YouTube super chat here. Even if it's $1, every dollar counts. We got the Jags. We got the Saints. First quarter, 14-0. Saints, Callaway, 2 touchdowns, domination. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Donate if you can. If you need some merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch. Link is below every video on the YouTube page. $34.99 for my hoodies for 2021, so everyone can afford it. All right, and on top of that, follow me. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Barda, Big O. What's good, man? Long time, brother. How are you? Savage OD. QB1, enough said. Callaway going stupid. Yeah, seriously. And that's exactly what you want to see as a Saints fan. If you want to see Jameis get some confidence, you want to see Taysom play pretty good as well. But with the Callaway and Jameis, that's exactly what you wanted to see. But let's see if Taysom can actually do something. I hope Callaway is still in, because I want to see Taysom Hill and Callaway have a little bit of chemistry as well. Don't take out all the starters and then just leave Taysom with a bunch of the backups. Like, let him have a shot out there to do some things too. Okay. Savage OD got Callaway in fantasy. Damn right you do. Damn right you do. Into the dirt, incomplete. A guy, Raiders. How do I feel about Sewell struggling right now? I know I saw that. Like I said, you're on the Detroit Lions. You know, you got Crosby over there from Oregon as well. I'm not really, MCDC with Dan Campbell. I'm not really a believer. I don't like Jared Goff on that team either. So, I hope Penei Sewell can get it together as we go into the regular season. I think he will be able to do better. But it's the same thing with like Jamar Chase on the Bengals. Dropped 3 passes, didn't even have a completion. Top 5 pick, supposed to be so much better than Penei Sewell, supposed to be the best wide receiver. Went into practice today, dropped a couple more balls. He's definitely in his own head. So hopefully that these guys can, just be confident in themselves. Nice little check down there by the Saints with Taysom Hill. But, with these guys struggling, it's sometimes the speed of the NFL is a little bit more than they are expecting. Justin Fields thinks it's not that fast, but every player has its own kind of stage, level 1, level 2, level 3, kind of like in a video game where they can get comfortable and get to the next level. So it might take Penei Sewell, Jamar Chase a little bit longer than we're hoping, but I know both guys will be able to stand out. But I'm not too concerned about Sewell or Jamar Chase at this very moment. And that's facts. Flag on the play. Jacksonville. Ward threw him down. Holding again for the Saints. This is weird. 2 holding penalties. What the fuck's going on here? Artisan 09. Yeah, MC. Marquez Colston. Marquez Callaway. Colston was a G too. He was one of my favorite wide receivers. Just watching him play, very, very underrated. One of the probably most underrated wide receivers of all time was Marquez Colston. Facts. Loved watching him play. Obviously, we remember like Joe Horn, and they had a bunch of other guys back in the day, but Colston always was a gamer, always making big plays. Shiv in the building. What to do? Alex Barter, sorry you only see me during football season. That's no problem, man. That's no problem. Donations usually are pretty heavy. The interaction in the chat is the greatest. We got the best fans on planet Earth. Your boys always grinding, always hustling. Obviously added some new features with the ticker, different backgrounds. I'm really going all out. This season I'm going to have about 5 to 10 different co-hosts that will be in the building with me this season, as well as special guests from fans that want to join me in the stream as well. So it's exciting, man. It's definitely very, very exciting. Gonna be a big year. And like I said, this is gonna be year 5 for me on YouTube, year 9 overall in the dream. 3.3, 3.4 million views. We're gonna get closer to 4. Obviously need a couple hundred subs to hit that 20,000 subscriber mark. I've doubled my Twitter followers in the last maybe week or so. So I'm getting more people to look at the channel. And obviously if we keep grinding it out, we'll get over that 20,000 subscriber hump again. And then obviously 100,000 hours of blood, sweat, and tears that I put into the channel also, and over 1,100 live streams, reaction videos, and original content that you can go through with the channel as well. Muzz Perp in the building. What to do? 9 for 10, 123, and 2 TDs. What else is there to see? Yeah, savage. A great job by Jameis. I mean, obviously we know the Jacksonville defense is booty. They're not good, but I don't care. I saw some amazing things out of Jameis, his progressions, his footwork. But let's really be honest. It was more, right? It was more who? Jameis or Callaway? To me, it was a little bit more Callaway. Callaway in double coverage. The football positioning was pretty good by Jameis, though. I'll give him a little credit. And then obviously the one-handed grab by obviously Callaway as well. So more Callaway, but I got to give Jameis some credit. Definitely those footballs were on point. Great job by both men, Jameis Winston and Marquez Callaway. Let's go. Shiv, what's your opinion of Cam Newton and the Pats? I know they played the Eagles backups, but still. That's a good thing. I think right now is they're just waiting for Cam to fuck up, to be perfectly honest with you. If they put Mac Jones as a starter, Cam is going to bitch and complain, want to trade, this and that, right? So I think that they're going to let him go out there and play. And then depending on what the record is by like week 4, week 5, if they're like 2-3 or something of that nature, then they'll have Mac Jones in, and then they'll probably roll with him for the rest of the season. Because this might be Cam Newton's last starting job in the NFL. I mean, he is getting a little bit older. So I'm not sure if anyone's really going to want Cam Newton after this year as their starter. They'll probably just draft another guy or look for someone else in free agency. Matt Carter in the building. What to do? Yeah, Callaway definitely trying to save Winston's career. Facts. Alex Barta, I appreciate that, man. A lot of hard work, a lot of grinding. I have a full-time job, work today, 8-9 hours, definitely dead tired, but it doesn't matter. I'm always putting in the hard work, the energy, the grind. I'm still reading about 6 hours a day for all the teams and watching all the film. So I'm still keeping up with everything like that, wrestling, MLB, NBA, anything that you can think about that's sport related, I'm still on it. But I've been really diving deep, just like I always do with the NFL teams and college football, as we're preparing for a great NFL season and a great college football season as well. Nice hit. Yeah, Cam has been good. You get the leadership. I get it. But the thing is, Shiv, with Cam Newton, Callaway will take Michael Thomas. Well, Michael Thomas is out for the first 5-6 games. So yeah, Callaway is wide receiver 1. That's already cemented, and that's big facts. But I think with Cam, I don't know if I really like his throwing delivery, right? And I don't know if I can trust him staying healthy all season. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I think the Patriots could be a playoff team with either one, Cam or Mac Jones. But at some point, Mac Jones is going to take over for Cam Newton. So we'll have to just see if it's COVID related and Cam has to go to the bench. It's an injury, with the shoulder or the arm. But Cam and Mac both have looked pretty good. Facts. That's big facts. Muzz Perp says Cam's washed. Well, if you ended up watching preseason, Cam looks pretty good. Ben Roethlisberger was supposedly washed and has been looking pretty good too. So you can't count out certain guys just yet. Yeah, there's some kind of miscommunication, with the Patriot facility leaving and going so far, out of town or whatnot. But it seems like I don't think he's going to be available in the joint practices is what I was reading. Yeah, Callaway is a lock for number 2, but he's going to be number 1, obviously, for now until Michael Thomas comes back. And if Michael Thomas ends up getting traded or leaves, you can kind of feel pretty good as long as Callaway can keep it up that he might be a true wide receiver 1, a 2, but maybe he can turn into a 1. I mean, from what I'm seeing tonight, he looks like a 1. Very impressive. And that's good for Saints fans because if you lose Michael Thomas, but you have Callaway and he keeps playing like that, it's not going to hurt your feelings as much. Like if you can get like a stud corner in return, if Lattimore leaves and you get a corner, like let's say an Xavier Howard to come over and Michael Thomas leaves and Callaway is still Callaway, then you're like, cool, I ended up getting a corner and you still got a great wide receiver there. I mean, of course, you guys want to keep all your stars as long as possible. But as you know, in the NFL, sometimes you can't keep everybody.
Because you got the backup offensive line in there, you got the backup receivers in there. Kevin White's a brand new.
Yeah, Shiv. I mean, like I said, we're going to have to wait and see. I don't think the Patriots are a Super Bowl team. I think they can make the playoffs, as a wild card. But like I said, it all depends on Chiefs, Browns, Bills, Titans, Chargers, Dolphins, Patriots, Ravens, Steelers. There's a lot of competition in the AFC. I think that they'll be pretty good. And like I said, it just seems like they play harder for Mac Jones, in my opinion, just what I've seen. You know what I mean? I know you're a big Cam guy, but I think a lot of people are kind of giving up on Cam, more rooting for him. I mean, that's just the kind of the perception that I see, that they're going to play harder for Mac Jones. Not saying that Cam can't play anymore, but Cam needs to really prove that he can stay healthy and continue to have good drives on third down and be accurate. And obviously having a lot of talent this year. Last year, they had a lot of guys opt out to COVID, a lot of injuries. So you didn't really get a fair shot with Cam last year. So we'll see what he can do. Hopefully Cam Newton and Mac Jones can play great. That's facts. 14-0 Saints. And a lot of these preseason games are very, very low scoring. Let's hope that that's not all the scoring in the game. I'm wanting more scoring, obviously, as we go along. I'm hoping we can get, into the 20s or the 30s. But to have those type of touchdowns, with no AK-41 plan, it's exactly what I wanted to see to spark up my Monday. Fantastic play from the Saints. All right, Taysom, let's see what you can do. Hanging on to the football too long. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Got to get rid of that football. Got to get rid of that football. Yeah, we'll have to see if Michael Thomas can stay healthy, after, when he comes back. It'll be is he a team player or a me player? But obviously we know the skills that he has, from a couple years ago with the record being broken. But, we'll have to just wait and see how it all plays out.
He's looking for players who give him production. He doesn't care where he gets it from or how they got here. Jaguars had 18 sacks.
But also, too, I mean, it depends on how many targets he gets. If the Saints are winning football games. I mean, attitudes can change really quick when you don't get the football or when the team starts losing. So if you're winning and you're getting targets and scoring touchdowns, everything's great. But, I mean, for a wide receiver, let's be honest, a lot of wide receivers in the league are divas. They just want the football. You know what I mean? It's about them. I mean, that's how it is, from Michael Thomas to all up and down, in the NFL. A lot of guys are that way. So. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now, the Patriots, to me, I mean, they looked very, very good against the Eagles. That was just a fucking ass-whooping, molly-whopping, right? But, I mean, I like the Chiefs more. I like the Browns more. I like the Bills more. As of right now, I like the Titans. Chargers look pretty good. You got the Ravens. I mean, they might be like maybe my fifth or sixth team. So, I mean, as long as you're in the dance, anything can happen. We all know that. This is the NFL. You could be a wild card team and make it all the way to the Super Bowl and win. It's happened before. But I just think there's a lot of other teams that I like, primarily Chiefs, Browns, Bills. Those are my three favorite in the AFC. I think Thomas will be the same without Breeze. Well, fuck. I mean, if you're getting throws like Jameis Winston to Callaway, there's no problem. I think, as long as Jameis doesn't turn the football over and has good ball placement, Michael Thomas can go up and get it. You know what I mean? Michael Thomas is a top 10 wide receiver. He was the best wide receiver just a couple years ago. Some people have him top 5. Some people have him outside of the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 range. But I still think he's got game. I mean, it's all about Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, really. Muzz Perp. Kirk Cousins, top 10 this year. Maybe. I mean, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Adam Thielen, you got Dalvin Cook, but it's all about the defense and the O-line. I mean, the Vikings could make the playoffs this year. I wouldn't be surprised as a wild card. Tess in the building. What to do?
I can guarantee you Trevor Lawrence didn't get hit this much.
Calvin Griffin, Saints fan, said still not sold on Callaway. And I know you're not even trolling. You truly believe that. I mean, the Jags defense is bad, and a lot of people are going to overreact, but, every fan base will overreact or underreact. But, I mean, it's a good sign, though. 2 touchdowns, double coverage in one-handed grab in the other. I mean, it should give you a little bit more confidence in Jameis than Callaway instead of Jameis throwing 2 picks or getting a pick 6 or Callaway dropping a football or both. So, I mean, you can say that you don't like it, but I'm a Bucs fan, and I like what I saw. Jameis looked nice, and Callaway looked fantastic. So, go. Nice tackle. Yeah, it's preseason. You know what I mean? It's preseason. But everyone's going to have an opinion, and you want to see more. You know what I mean? It's like it's one thing to be able to do it against a booty Jags defense, but can you do it against one of the better secondaries in the league? You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. Can you do it against, a top tier, top 10 defense? Can you still make those throws, and can you still come up with those grabs? And if the answer is yes, then things are going to be looking good. Nice. First down, Jags. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. $ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Gang. No donations left in the building, huh? Holla at your boy. Show some support. Saints fans usually are very, very, very heavy with the donos. Show some love. I don't care if it's fucking preseason. Show some love for your boy. Marvin Jones. We'll see what he does. 116 targets, 76 receptions last year with the Lions. About time to get another Corona. Second down and 9. Carlos Hyde. Does he have any game left? I don't know. Calvin Griffin says Davenport the shit, and fans still trying to trade him. I don't care. When he's healthy, he's dominant. Yeah, Amber, Calvin Griffin, you all have good points. I mean, you know how it is. Some Saints fans, are very fickle. They have a couple, bad games, and they just want to get them out of town. Got to support your team and your players, through and through. Not everyone's going to be a Hall of Famer like Drew Brees. Nice. First down, Jacksonville. Seems like they might be able to get something going here, or at least some kind of field goal to kind of stop the bleeding that Jameis Winston and Callaway have inflicted on Jacksonville secondary. The best ability is to be on the field. The best ability is availability. Going long, going deep. Oh, good defense by the Saints. Ken Crowley. He said capability? Availability is the correct answer. The best ability is availability. If you're not available to be on the field, you're not doing anybody any favors. Facts. These guys are going to be one-on-one in contested catch situations down the field a lot in this scheme. That's what they have to do. All right. Timeout for Trevor Lawrence. Your boy's going to get another Corona. Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. I'll be right back.
So we keep talking about these head coaches. They have snap counts in mind for particular players in these preseason games. I just wonder, with the lack of success that Lawrence and his offense have been having, certainly prior to this drive, you maybe open up that number a little bit more. Again, they want to see some success here tonight.
Well, he emphasized that. That was important for his football team and his quarterback in particular. And I think once the game unfolded the way it did, I think some of those pitch counts get thrown out the window because this football team needs to believe that they can succeed.
Listen, when the head coach says in our production meeting that they don't have an offensive identity yet, that's kind of a clue, okay?
Absolutely.
Like, this is not rocket science. That these people, they're trying to figure this thing out on the fly with a rookie quarterback.
Quick toss to Chanel, trying to get outside. Excellent job of tackling by C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Saints defense. Final 9 weeks of last season, the New Orleans Saints defense, the #1 scoring defense, and allowed an average of less than 16 points per game. Led the NFL in takeaways. The defense always overlooked here because how well Drew Brees and the offense played.
Well, Dennis Allen has heated up.
All right, I'm back.
Now, so far in this game, let's see here.
Heavy on the Coronas.
Take off for the first
Woo!
contact to get the first.
First down, Jags. All right, Trevor. I see you.
I'm sure that's something that Trevor Lawrence will take at this point in time just in order to extend the
Man, Jacksonville's holding the shit out of the Saints. Did you see that? That's got to come back. Of course, they're not going to call that. What was that?
that has some absolute
What was that? Motherfucker had his jersey all in his hand. All right, they're driving. All right, come on, Jags. Show me something.
To the Saints 20. So pressure by New Orleans. Lawrence back to the 35.
Ooh.
Nearly intercepted.
Great defense by the Saints.
This is turning into a little bit of backyard football now with Trevor Lawrence. You see, there's going to be a great pickup by James Robinson right there on Chase Hansen. Now I'm just escaping. I'm going to take a chance downfield.
Everyone's covered like a blanket.
By Williams, but it's turned into a little bit of, hey, let me just
Like shit on stink.
and revert back to kind of backyard ball.
Man, they were just covering them like a blanket. Nobody was open. Carlos Hyde getting fucking blasted.
I think you have to give the Saints defense credit here. This is a defense that right now, you see Zach Vaughn right at the point of attack, number 53. Drafted in the 3rd round last year. This is a guy who's just showing up over and over again in the preseason as he transitions from being an on-ball linebacker at Wisconsin and a great pass rusher to really be one of their explosive playmakers as a real linebacker in this scheme.
Should have been a pick.
Pressure comes up the middle. Slightly behind the intended target.
Great defense by the Saints.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson having himself a fine first half.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Trevor Lawrence continuing to see just how quickly the throwing windows close in the NFL with a football team that plays a lot of man-to-man coverage.
Trevor Lawrence going to have a long year.
David Austin against C.J. Gardner.
He'll play great some games, just like Fields, Mac Jones, and Trey Area.
Lambeau off of the field goal.
Lambeau,
Perfect last season, but only 5 for
field goes up,
6 different
and it's good.
for the Jaguars.
Yeah, the coverage is very, very good.
12 games.
Offensive line has been doing a great job. Defense has been doing a fantastic job. It's like a welcome to the NFL, kid. You know, Trevor, like I said, if Trevor played better in bowl games and in like ACC championship games and against the good competition, I'd feel a little bit better for him. But there's just a lot of games where he played good competition and he played like shit. So it kind of is eyebrow raising a little bit for me. You know what I mean? You got to have a lot of supporting cast to make him good. I'm not sure if he can carry a team by himself. I don't think he's that good. I like Zach Wilson a lot more personally. That's my favorite out of them all. I like Zach Wilson, obviously, even though he's in the worst situation, with the Jets. And obviously Justin Fields looks like he's in a good situation, athletic. What they need over there might save Nagy's job. Mac Jones and obviously Trey Area have great coaching behind them, so they're in good spots. But with Trevor, he's going to need a lot of help. He's going to need a lot of help. Alex Sparta, no problem.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year on the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. It helps keep you effortlessly comfortable by sensing your movements and automatically responding.
Just checking my social media here real quick. Give me a second.
Stay comfortable all night. It even tracks your circadian rhythm so you know when you're at your best. In other words, it's the most energy-building, wellness boosting, parent-powering, proven quality night sleep you've ever made. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition Smart Bed, plus 0% interest for 24 months and free premium delivery. Ends Monday.
Tuesday night baseball. Terrific National League West showdown tomorrow night. It's the Dodgers and the Padres. Live on ESPN. Dodgers 2.5 games back of the Giants. LA leads the wild card. San Diego's been sliding lately. They've lost 9 of their last 11. As Lewis and Brian know, they fired Larry Rothschild today, the pitching coach.
All right, Saints, utter domination. What you want to see as an NFC South fan or a Saint fan or just a fan of football. We want to see the Trevor Lawrence be a little bit better. But like I said, these are the type of struggles that you're going to be dealing with when you play a good defense. He's not going to be able to whip it around like he did in college. It's the fucking NFL. He'll have some games, right? But I'm not sure if he's got that zip in the football like Zach Wilson to get him out of trouble. And obviously with all the turnovers and the loss in week 1, what a great way to bounce back for the Saints in week 2. All right, come on, Taysom Hill. I know Jameis pretty much won the job more than likely. I mean, we'll have to see what Taysom can do in this game as well as in week 3. But, I mean, the needle is kind of tipping a little bit more towards Jameis, especially with that chemistry that he's got with Callaway. Yes! First down, Saints. Move the fucking chains. Nice route. See ya. Hit him with a skirt. So where you going? You trying to catch me? Okay, Humphrey. Nice play. Move the chains. Lil Jordan. Lil. Not Lil Wayne. Lil Jordan. Taysom, play action fake. Get rid of it. He's hanging on to the football way too long. Come on, man. Now I'm rooting for Taysom to do some good football too. It's like it just can't be just Jameis. Let's try to get some good quarterback play from everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys very, very much. The best fans on planet Earth, the Fanatic family. You guys.
Receivers are, you can't effectively get rid of the ball. Forget a completion, just to get rid of it and not have a penalty. Intentional grounding.
Damn, intentional grounding by Taysom? And a loss of down. That hurts. Yeah, he holding on to the ball. But also, too, I mean, it's one thing to take a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Right? Or throw a bad interception. Right? But obviously, it's not the same guys that were in with Jameis, I believe. I think they've been scaling back with some of the guys. It's the same offensive line and the same wide receiver weapons. Taysom. Nice. There we go. Now Jordan Humphrey. First down, Saints. Lou Jordan. You never know what kind of names you're going to get. Message from a Golden Eagle. Yeah, it's very hard for Taysom Hill to go through his progressions. I mean, he usually can't even get to the third option in his progression. It's like one option, second option, and then he's already sacked, throw it a pick, throw it into the ground. It's very rare for him to get to that third progression. Facts, Brute Saint. And like I said, sometimes the delivery for Taysom is not as smooth as Jameis, but obviously it's all going to come down to turnovers. Who's going to be able to protect the football the best?
They're struggling on offense here. Last couple drives. Throw the ball.
The rule book is the rule book.
All the push-offs. Handoff. That didn't go anywhere. I'm really excited that they actually had the Saints on this Monday night game. I didn't know, obviously before preseason started, who they were going to have on some of these matchups, but I always enjoy watching the Saints. It's a fun watch for me. Wildly incomplete.
Looking at this from Jacksonville's perspective, as Taysom continues to throw the football well in this drive, you have to be looking at your corners and saying, hey, look, a lot of you guys out here right now on this football field are former high draft picks. Sidney Jones is out there. He's a former second-round pick of the Philadelphia Eagles. C.J. Henderson's out here on the football field. He's a former first-round pick last year for Jacksonville Jaguars. You have Tyson Campbell out on the field, who's a second-round pick this year. These guys have to start making plays.
All right, come on, Taysom. Come on. Come on. Scrambling, gambling. Not looking good. Well, I mean, we pretty much thought Jameis was going to be the starter. I don't think most Saints fans and most fans in general. Yeah, Taysom ain't starting for you guys.
Why would your kids need a Greenlight debit card? Imagine a debit card and app designed to help them develop healthy financial habits, to teach them how to save and encourage them to set their own goals. Now,
well, if Jameis plays like he did, like in the first quarter, there's no need to put Taysom in situationally. I mean, you could, I guess, RPO, but you could put him at running back, wide receiver, tight end, depending on Troutman's injury. Putting Taysom at tight end could be very beneficial. You know what I mean? You don't need him at punt returner or kick returner because you got Harris. But if Troutman's injured and you could put Taysom at tight end, or RPO occasionally, that could work, running back, or, you could put Taysom in so many positions. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. Even if Taysom has a great week 3, game, I think Jameis is still, he's got it. I mean, you already saw it with those deep balls. They want to be able to stretch the field, especially with Michael Thomas not being available for the first 5 or 6 games. Pound the rock heavy with AK-41, play elite defense like you guys will, and then test the corners and the safeties and go deep. And if you have guys like Callaway, they can go up and get it. I think it's pretty much the writing is on the wall.
ESPN NFL preseason football is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save with your bundle, auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
I won't lie. I'm ready for a joint right now.
Trevor Lawrence still in the game.
I got a box of gummies from the dispensary down the road before I got home from the grocery store. I'm about ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, come on, Trevor. I got my beers. I got my weed. Life is good. Life is good. And I got the Saints fans in the building. And I got the Fanatic family in the building. I appreciate you guys very much. There we go. Big hit. Gardner Johnson said, sit the fuck down. I'm Gardner Johnson. Gardner Snake Johnson.
These guys need to make some plays here. Urban Meyer pointed these guys out as individuals who need to start making plays to separate themselves in the back half of the roster.
Shiv, absolutely. I love Sam Darnold. I mean, I don't love him as much as like Ryan Tannehill. That's my favorite quarterback. That's not a superstar. Nice run. James Robinson with a nice strong run. But I do think the Panthers could be like the Saints on the bubble for a wild card spot. It might take Darnold 2 years to really get acclimated, but I mean, look at the weapons they got. They got CMC, they got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall Jr. I mean, they got weapons on weapons on weapons, and it all depends on that O-line and that defense. But you got Jeremy Chin, right? Brian Spider Burns, right? JC, you got so many pieces. So many pieces. JC Horn.
Running back Travis Etienne, he is questionable to return with a foot injury. He was in the medical tent just a short while
Fucking
ago.
ETN with an injury. Damn it.
Thank you. Flag came in.
But I do like Darnold. And it wouldn't surprise me
ETN, tremendous
if the Saints struggle and the Panthers overachieve and CMC stays healthy for the whole year. There is a possibility where the Panthers could leapfrog the Saints in the standings. Like if Tampa wins, let's say 10, 11, 12 games, and let's say the Saints win 8, right? It's possible that maybe the Panthers could win 9. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy, you know what I mean? But it all depends on the health of Run CMC, right? And Darnold's ability to be able to have chemistry with those wide receivers and running backs. And obviously the O-line and the defense have to play great. But we have a long season ahead of us. So, but I do like Sam Darnold over there personally.
Nationwide presents on your side. Last year, the Eagles, Ryan McLeod, the Rams, Andrew Whitworth, and the Browns, Myles Garrett, were nominees for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide. Each of them inspired their teammates.
Today's show is sponsored by
and make an impact
Corona
in the
Premier.
NFL. Nationwide is proud to sponsor the NFL and the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. Nationwide is on your
Shiv loves Cam.
Stay tuned to save $10 on Tax Shaver.
Nick Bolton here with the newest edition now in Tactical Lock. The Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry.
And obviously, since I watch, the NFC South very heavy, there's a lot of players on the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Saints that I would take on, my team on Tampa Bay. Panthers have a lot of talent.
Tax Shaver is $29.99, but act now and we'll take $10 off, so you get it for just $19.99. And shipping.
What am I eating right now? I got some Ritz oven baked crisp thins, cream cheese, and onion. Pretty fucking good. But I got chips and I got dip, and I'm gonna make some. I think my girlfriend's gonna make some grilled cheese. We're gonna watch some Showtime. We're gonna watch some shows after I'm done. So I'm just snacking, little chips, little crackers, little beer, and then until I get like dinner going. But obviously I gotta, probably either smoke some weed or smoke a joint, or have a couple edibles, and then go from there. I mean, I could eat the edibles. I mean, if I did the show on edibles, you would never know unless I told you and stuff. I mean, I can still function, with drinking and still function when I do edibles and whatnot. But sometimes it's like if you do like the edibles and they're pretty strong, you can do 1, and then if you do 2, but sometimes I like to do like 3. And then if you do 3 and once it kicks in, it's like you're like in the zone a little bit. So I'll wait till after the broadcast is over. Kyle Pitts, man. Come on, Shiv. Who wouldn't want Kyle Pitts? And I do like Deion Jones, but obviously he gets hurt a lot. But I would take a player like that if he could stay healthy. Come on, man. I don't say things just to say things. Kyle Pitts is going to be the truth, though. Come on now.
When you think in the NFL, 7 out of 10 games are decided by the last drive of the game. So you're going to need this work.
All right, Trevor. What the fuck are you going to do? Put in Gardner Minshew. Minshew will probably move the football better than Trevor. But obviously you drafted Trevor number 1. Like if Zach Wilson was on the Jags, you probably would get a little bit more out of him. But the thing is the Jags O-line is not very good. Defense is not very good. I mean, they do have some weapons. But Zach Wilson, when you watch any Jets games, and when we end up watching the Jets this season, go back and watch on YouTube or just watch him play. Zach Wilson's got it. You know what I mean? Like you've seen Justin Fields, he's got the confidence and he's got it. Mac Jones and Trey Area, they got good coaching behind them and they feel like at some points they have it. Trevor, number 1 pick, a lot of pressure, to fold as the number 1 pick. But the one guy I think that to me is the best one, even though, the stat line might not say it all the time and he might be on the worst team, the Jets. I really like Zach Wilson the best out of all the quarterbacks. But everyone can make their own opinion. And it also depends on supporting cast and coaching. Of course, Mac Jones could go to the playoffs. Trey Area, could go to the playoffs with Shanahan, right? Are the Jets going to go to the playoffs? No. Or is Trevor Lawrence and the Jags going to go? No. Could Justin Fields in Chicago go? Yeah, it's possible as a wild card. But, I mean, I just like that Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers throwing motion. He's got that zip on that football. Wilson's he's kind of like a Josh Allen. It's kind of like a project. It might take a couple years to get the right supporting cast and coaching. But once Zach Wilson has it, watch the fuck out. Third down, Jags. Oh, Pitts is definitely NFL ready. Jamar Chase took a year off. And obviously it's showing you now with COVID. He probably should have played. And obviously he's in his own head. But I think Kyle Pitts, if you had to choose one player on the offense, that could be a Hall of Fame type of player, that's Kyle Pitts. Defense, I really like Micah Parsons from Dallas. I like J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain. There's a few of those guys, 2 corners and that linebacker. But if I had to pick one guy that could be, a top 5 tight end right away, Pro Bowler right away, All-Pro right away, it's Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is better than any wide receiver that's in the draft right now. Waddle, Devontae Smith, I mean, all these guys, Jamar Chase, they're great, right? Even though they've had some struggles with either dropping balls or injuries. But Kyle Pitts is like a wide receiver in a tight end body. I mean, he just does everything better, in my opinion.
After this play, if it's happened in bounds, do I want to call a timeout or not? He's asking that question. So they're working through a lot of this. This should be good work for them.
Less than 1 minute till halftime. Who the fuck are you throwing to? Urban Meyer's looking at Trevor and is like, I'm going to get fucking fired already. Shit. But the Saints defense is good, and it shows you if you got a good defense, it's really hard to make plays. You know what I mean? Jameis Winston and Callaway going into booty defense can make your team look amazing, Yeah, but you'll see with Kyle Pitts. I'm a pretty good evaluator of talent, and I watch a lot of film. I don't think there's a lot of people that watch as much film as me. You know what I mean? You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. I mean, I don't think very many people, read 5-6 hours a day or watch the amount of games and film that I watch. And sometimes, guys, you're correct. Guys turn into busts. But a lot of times, if you can see patterns, you see the player they are, the intangibles, sometimes you can predict stuff. I mean, there's a reason why, I haven't got a Super Bowl winner wrong in 20 years. You know what I mean? I usually know what I'm talking about, and I'm a good evaluator of talent, but it all depends on the player, the system, the team. There's a lot of factors involved, but I'd be very, very surprised if Kyle Pitts, doesn't turn into one of the best tight ends of all time. I mean, that's facts. I mean, if you watched him at Florida, which I did, many games, he's different. He's got a Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp. You know, he's got it. Not a lot of guys have it. You know, he's got it. Kyle Pitts.
They lost Trey Hendrickson to Cincinnati, led the Saints with 13.5 sacks.
They lost Rankins and Michael Brown, too. So, not the Brown. They need somebody.
All right, field goal attempt by Lambo. Oh, he missed it. Doink. No good.
And that'll keep the score at 14-3. Snap looks good. Ross Madison. A hold from Logan Cook. And just spanks the upright to the right.
No good.
Good about a really good drive by Lawrence. The Jaguars design, well, at least you set up for the field goal, but you don't even get that. So, and now New Orleans took a timeout and saved some time for them on offense.
I mean, Jamar Chase should be good. You know, Devontae Smith should be getting a lot of targets. You know, obviously with Jalen Hurts, he should be good too. You know, so sometimes it's about targets, work ethic. Obviously, we've seen Jamar Chase, you know, drop all 3 balls, drop 2 more in practice. You know, he's obviously in his own head. He's got the most athletic ability. But, I mean, as far as, like, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb, I was already telling you, those are the 3 best young wide receivers in the league, period. There is no other wide receiver that's on that kind of level, in my opinion. Those are, like, the next generation wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb for the Dallas Cowboys. We them boys, right? Double J, Justin Jefferson, Minnesota Vikings, score! And A.J. Brown. He might be my favorite one out of them all.
How does it benefit them continuing to play this out without really, establishing someone as the starter and really trying to work and hone in on that identity? Because right now, nothing really works.
Yeah, Bengals ain't going to cut Jamar Chase. They just drafted him. Come on, KK. He's going to be a good player. Him and Burrow have a lot of rapport. Now, you're not going to cut a rookie that you picked top 5 pick. Come on, man.
I think this also speaks again to really the New Orleans Saints being a football team that, although from a salary cap perspective may be top heavy, they have a lot of talented people. Ty Montgomery is one of those guys. You can play running back, you can play wide receiver. He's a do-it-all type of guy. Climbing high there to snag that pass for Taysom Hill.
Yeah, nobody cuts a wide receiver that they draft in the top 5 ever. No, once his rookie deal is done, and then they can go from there. But I mean, they picked him over Penei Sewell or Slater for the O-line, which is probably a mistake. But yeah, nobody gets cut. Not that soon. Shotgun set. First down, Saints. Reese, LA Rams in the building. What to do? How are you? A.J. Brown at this point in his career is better than Julio, in my opinion. I mean, every time he plays, he scores a touchdown, it seems like. I really like A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown and Justin Jefferson have a chance to be able to replace, DeAndre Hopkins and Julio out of the top 5. Once those guys retire or slide down a little bit, I think A.J. Brown and Justin Jefferson can slide up. Taysom, rolling to his right. Pump fake.
Throw it out of bounds, stop the clock. Saints scored 108 points in the 2-minute drill last year. That's the second most in the league. Raiders.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah, that's Drew Brees running that offense.
A.J. Brown's money, though. I mean, I had him in fantasy. The guy fucking scores every game, or pretty much every game. And he can give you more than 1 touchdown in a game. I mean, I'm not saying that Julio's washed. Julio still is a good wide receiver, but I feel like I can count on A.J. Brown more. The same thing goes for Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. What a great duo. Both are great. There's a lot of products.
Was it an hour and a half? Yes, it was an hour and a half. Stop asking all those questions. And, no, but it was great. I think it was genuine that he had not made this decision.
Timeout.
Talking with the head coach, Sean Payton, was outstanding yesterday. The quarterback comparison tonight, and see the numbers. And I'm not sure the numbers tell the story for Jameis. 2 tremendous balls and great catches. on Marquez Callaway's touchdown.
So like it or not, fair or not, I think that for Taysom Hill to win this job, he would have had to want it like leaps and bounds because there is value that he brings to this team at the other positions. And he understood that. He mentioned that to us yesterday. He's like, I don't know how much they value what I do for this offense outside of quarterback, but I think that, if I'm going to get the job, I have to win it outright. And I think Jameis Winston at quarterback right now is more explosive. He opens up this offense down the field, and then they still maintain Taysom Hill at those positions.
All right, shotgun set. Taysom. Ooh, shit. He got popped. That should have been picked.
A lot of teal around him there. As much attention as quarterbacks get in the NFL, as hard as people are, and how much people expect quarterbacks to succeed, no matter their surroundings. Yet people just want results. Coming down here for Jameis Winston was the best career decision that he could have possibly made. Especially being around Drew Brees last year, having another year in the system, going through a full off season, now being forced to really compete.
Aldrich Rosas.
By all intents and purposes, a really organic quarterback competition. Knowing that Sean Payton is going to keep him reined in, keep him within the context of this offense.
Yeah, it's preseason. They want to be able to see if Taysom can actually throw the football or not. But Jameis is lucky that Callaway really stepped up, double coverage and one-handed grab. I mean, what a way to make Jameis look better. That definitely gave Jameis more confidence as well as Callaway. I mean, I think Callaway has always had the swag and the confidence, but it really gives Jameis the belief now that, hey, I won this job, right? Thank God, Callaway. I'm going to go buy him some dinner. You know what I mean? Buy him something. Buy him a bag of weed or whatever you need to buy him, right? But great rapport between those two guys. And I think Callaway can really do it with anybody, whether it be Taysom or not. But Big Nuts Will Lutz got that core injury. Let's see if Rosas can make it. Right down the middle, 52-yarder. That was easy. And it's good.
2018 Pro Bowl kicker with the Giants. The big leg and the field goal to end the half. The USAA Insurance halftime. Who's coming up next?
All right. It might be time for some gummies now based on how the way this game is going. Gummies, beer, more Coronas, NC Jolly in the building. Amber in the building. Keep Rosas off bourbon. Yeah, no kidding, right? All right. Time to grab some beer, maybe some weed, gummies. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be back.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, presents the USAA Insurance Halftime.
Welcome to the USAA Insurance Halftime. Sean Payton was so anxious to see Jameis Winston play with the starters, but comfortable with the ones. Pretty much it was a home run. Here with Adam Schefter, Little McFarland. I'm Susie Culver. Let's do a quick review of Jameis's night. 16 plays, more touchdown passes than incompletions. And let's start with that first drive, a perfect 4 for 4.
Yeah, James was outstanding. You can tell he came out early on. He was very authoritative with the offense. The ball came out quick. He knew exactly what he was doing. And to me, he showed great command of the offense. And he gave his receivers, especially Callaway, an opportunity to make a ball. Good throw, even better catch. He recognized one-on-one coverage in the zero blitz, made another great throw. Jameis Winston made a statement on national TV tonight. I want to be the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints.
And Sean Payton wanted the quarterbacks to come in and make a statement. Jameis delivered.
Yep.
And again, to get him out before he played in 22, 23, 24 plays, that was a sign that he had seen enough.
I love the best advice he says he got from Drew Brees. Be Bruce Wayne until I have to be Batman. He was Batman all night. Hey, Adam, let's run through some news from around the league, starting with Cam Newton, who is not allowed at the Patriots facility until Thursday.
Which means that he will not take part in the scrimmage against the New York Giants, which means Mac Jones will get added reps. And essentially, there's a COVID protocol violation where players who are unvaccinated have to be tested every day. The Patriots said in their statement that Cam has been tested every day, but there was a miscommunication, a misunderstanding about one of the tests. Cam Newton now is out of the facility until Thursday, which means he could play in the third and final preseason game. As for Carson Carson Wentz. He was back in practice today. And Susie, he looked fairly spry for a man who underwent foot surgery a few weeks ago, moving around well, getting back out there, as was Quentin Nelson. Now the question will be how his foot responds after practicing today. And C.D. Lamb placed on the reserve COVID-19 list, one of 3 Cowboys today to land on the list. The Cowboys held their meetings virtually after C.D. Lamb went on COVID. So he'll now be out for a couple of weeks. And the Rams running back Darrell Henderson left practice Thursday from injury. It's a mild sprain. Should be back for the regular season opener. But he's had some injury problems before. So the Rams now may be on the lookout for another running back just to make sure.
And at the moment, that's trouble.
Very. The snake is already going also. Yeah. There you go.
When we come back, we'll review an eventful week 2 for rookie QBs. Who made the case to start? Fields, Lance, Wilson. We're back in a minute.
You're watching the USAA Insurance Halftime Show. Insurance for the military community. USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL.
USAA is made for the city pilots. For Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bump. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. It's the biggest season ever, and NFL Network is here for it. Thursday Night Football is back.
All right, I'm back. I'm back, baby. That's what it's about right there.
Football is all the way back. The exclusive live game starts September 16th only on NFL Network.
You're watching the USAA Insurance.
Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. I got limes too, so I am good.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL.
Hope everyone's having a fantastic day, man. I got the gummies and the weed on lock. I got the beers on lock. I'm good. Life is good.
The final week of the preseason. All right, guys, let's do a quick rookie roundup. Number 3 overall pick, Trey Lance. Is he putting pressure on Jimmy G? Well, he started like a rookie, finished like the number 3 overall pick.
Yeah, he started progression early on. He came out. He throws every ball 900 miles an
All
hour.
right.
You gotta learn to touch right there. That
Time for some gummies. How many will I do? They say recommended 1, so I'll do 3. Let's go.
Number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson. Looked impressive in the Jets.
He just looks so smooth. I think that's the word that I look for him. Everything is effortless. His arm. People are saying Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. He's got a live arm, and the game, unlike some of the other rookies, doesn't look too fast for him. And dare I say, they're putting him in the right position. He only looking with
Zach Wilson. See? They're talking about him.
Justin Fields, he's got Bears fans clamoring to bring the juice, the mobility.
Bring the juice.
On display.
Your boy brings the juice every time I record. Feel me?
So when you see him run out of the pocket, he gets up to 20 miles an hour, and Twitter goes crazy. I get it. Or the half waggle, and he makes the throw on the sideline. Everybody starts screaming, Justin, Justin. Well, someone needs to scream.
Shut the
Justin.
fuck up, booger. Fucking idiot.
So he doesn't get knocked out.
And that man has been firm in his desire that Andy Dalton would be the regular
Yes.
season opening day starting quarterback. But then at the end of the press conference today, he said, we'll evaluate this over the next 2 weeks. What did that mean?
Number 1 overall.
Number 3.
Trevor Lawrence. How would you start?
1, 2, 3. If I end up falling asleep, you can't blame me. No, I won't fall asleep. I'll be good.
What's your identity?
Usually takes about 30 minutes to kick in.
Give him something he can hang his hat on right now. The only thing Trevor's hanging his hat on is the turf.
And the running back, Travis Etienne, in their first round draft pick, left after 3 plays with a foot injury. And that's a problem. And the Saints lost their tight end Adam Troutman with hard off with an ankle foot injury.
Question now is the door open a little bit more for Gardner Minshew? Meyer calls him a street fighter. He's got the respect of the staff. He's got the respect of the other players. We'll see him play tonight.
All right, 3 gummies in. 1, 2, 3.
An ice bath after the game.
These are good too. Black cherry. Let's go. Hybrid. And the Cremona Premiere. Let's go. Weed, beer, football, Fanatic family. I'm good. Ooh, yeah. Wish these gummies kicked in a little bit quicker, but that's how most gummies are. But I got a big old fat joint waiting for me here after the game is over, so I'll be waiting for that. All right, let me take a look at my social media here real quick. If you got, go get something to eat or drink or go to the bathroom, get situated. Sub count's going up. That's good.
Absolutely free. That's 2 Battle Visions with lifetime guarantee for just $19.99. This TV-only offer is not available on Amazon. Order now. Call 1-800-710-0159 or visit battlevision.com. So call 1-800-710-0159. Order now.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running. I was printing out labels and saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
Look, cleaning the outside of your windows is a real chore. Not anymore. This is Full Crystal from the
It's halftime, so
the fastest, easiest
take
way
care of your
to
business
all of your
if you need to.
windows in minutes, not days.
Got a few minutes before we get into kickoff, so
And away you go. The secret is in the Fuller cleaning crystals that dissolve dust, dirt, pollen, and grime in no time. You don't have to remove your screens because Full Crystal cleans them too.
don't really know what we're going to get in the second half, but hopefully Gardner Minshew can lead a couple, touchdown drives to make it at least a little bit interesting.
While it cleans your windows at the same time. It's completely safe for all of your plants, lawns, shrubs, and flowers. Plus, with the Full Crystal Power Sprayer, you can clean windows up to 27 feet high. Call or go online now to order the complete Full Crystal system for just $19.99. But order right now and we'll double the cleaning crystals. Enough for up to 40 windows, just pay a separate fee. Call or go online now.
People love the Hurricane, the #1 selling cane for coast to coast.
I love my Hurricane.
I love how secure I feel in the Hurricane. They love how it helps them walk on any surface. They love how it stands on its own. They love how it folds and unfolds in seconds.
I love my Hurricane.
Order your Hurricane at our legendary low price with a 100% money-back guarantee plus free shipping. Go to hurricane.com. That's hurricane.com. Also available at Walmart.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any of the use of this broadcast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited. Who's going to load it up and throw it down the middle of the field? That's how Jameis starts. Throwing for Callaway is on. Touchdown. A second spectacular touchdown catch tonight. Back in the newly named Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, the Saints enjoy a 17-3 lead.
17-3. All right, as long as Booger McFarland's not fucking talking all the time. Jameis put on a fucking show. Jameis, Callaway, that's what it was in the first half. Amazing. All right, I think I'm almost done with my social media here. All right. Beers, done. Gummies, done. Joint, spliff waiting for me after game? Yes. Beer at hand? Yes. Shout out to everyone that hopped in the stream when I did the SummerSlam stream with my boy Swaggy P. First time that he's been in the building on the stream since NFC Championship game with the Green Bay Packers, as well as the Super Bowl going against the Kansas City Chiefs. We had a great time, streamed for about 4 or 5 hours. We're almost at 5,000 views on that particular stream. So
gets down to the final 53, and then we'll see where we go from there.
all right, kickoff. Here we go, baby. Cooper, go. There we go. Tackle his ass.
Hey, Steve, I asked Urban Meyer what he thought of Trevor Lawrence's performance in that first half. He said, as far as his throwing game, it was just okay. He said he felt that Lawrence made a couple of nice throws in the 2-minute drill. He said, but we didn't get it in the end zone. But what Meyer also said was that he thought that the running game really hurt Trevor Lawrence.
All right, here we go.
As for Sean Payton, I asked him what he thought of
Let's go.
He said, hey, you know,
Gardner Minshew will definitely move the ball better than Trevor Lawrence if they give him a shot to kind of play around with the offense. I mean, I'm a big Gardner Minshew guy. You know, I watched him at Washington State. He's got a lot of skills. It all depends on, you know, if he's got any wide receivers or running backs that he can actually throw to. But, I mean, I would take Minshew on my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I would have him as my backup. And, you know, if Minshew ended up being the guy after Brady, I would be okay with that. I like him that much. Like, I think he's got a lot of potential, Gardner Minshew. He makes mistakes, right? He's not going to be great all the time, but I mean, dare I say it? Maybe you have a better chance winning games with Minshew than Lawrence. It all depends on Lawrence's development. You know, if Lawrence can get better and better and better, obviously, you know, he picked him number one for a reason. Hopefully it's not one of those things where you regret, you know, not picking Zach Wilson over Trevor Lawrence, because that might be the better guy. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, getting Peyton Turner instead of, you know, getting guys like Asante Samuel Jr. And you know, Terrence Marshall Jr. I mean, those are the guys that they should have picked for the Saints. But, I mean, let's see what, you know, Adebo can do. And let's see what Peyton Turner can do. So, Toby in the building, what to do? I mean, I just like Minshew. I mean, I think he's proven what he can do in the Pac-12. I'm an Oregon fan, so I've watched him very closely. I know what he can do, you know, on the field. And I don't know, I just think he's got the swag and the drip. Like, yeah, I know Trevor has been groomed, you know what I mean, as a quarterback, but Trevor doesn't really have the swag or the drip. You know what I mean? He's kind of like a Peyton Manning figure, but he's not Peyton Manning. He doesn't have the same accuracy or the same aura about him. You know, certain guys, you know, like Justin Fields, you know, Trey Lance, you know, you can feel it. You know what I mean? Zach Wilson, you can feel it out of those guys. Mac Jones, not as much, because obviously he's got, you know, good coaching behind him, and he's in a good situation. But with Trevor, let's hope that he can keep progressing and getting better and better. Obviously, if not, then, you know, Urban Meyer will get fired sooner than later within a few years. But hopefully Trevor can learn. And like I said, that's the only thing that concerns me about Trevor, is that when he played in big games in college, you know, the bowl games, the Natties, the ACC championship games, there's a lot of games where he didn't really play that well. And if you're the number one pick in the draft, I expect 3-4 touchdowns, 200-300 yards. I mean, yeah, you can get 400 or 500 yards against Tennessee, you know, AT&T Tech, you know, some like bullshit team. But what about the good teams that you're playing against? I need to see you be able to do it against good competition. So, but I love Minshew. Toby in the building, what to do? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate if you can. Would be greatly appreciated. Cash App, $OrionNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Great tackle by the Saints. First down, Jags. Gummies, done. Beers in hand. Corona Premier. Show some love for your boy, the hardest working NFL YouTuber on planet Earth. Me. The best fans on planet Earth. You. All right, come on now. Come on, Minshew. We need points. 3 is unacceptable. But let's be honest. A lot of quarterbacks going against the Saints, you're not scoring points. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, regardless if you're a rookie or you're Tom Brady, the Saints defense, even though they lost a few pieces, Sheldon Rankins, Janoris Jenkins, T-Rex, with Trey Hendrickson, you still got your key guys there with Lattimore, Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis. Your defense is nice. Very, very nice. Not a lot of people are going to have success on the Saints defense this year. Facts. I'm a Tampa fan, I should know. Shotgun set. I should have ran with that RPO right there. You ain't fooling anybody. Most wins in rookie season. Look at these names. Luck, Bradford, Mayfield, Winston, Cam Newton, and Plunkett. I'll tell you what, as we look at that list on the screen right there, one guy I do like that a lot of people were talking shit about, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has really started to turn the corner based off his skill set. Don't be surprised if the Cleveland Browns make the AFC Championship game. And if anything happens, right, with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, don't be surprised if the Browns overachieve. They have a true possibility of making the Super Bowl this year. Chiefs are number 1. First down, Jags. Browns 2, Bills 3. But if anything happens to Kelsey, Honey Badger, Tyreek, Mahomes, Bieniemy, Reed, I mean, if anything happens health-wise or something weird happens with any of those main guys, either the coaches or the players, with Chris Jones, Frank Clark with the guns, the Browns and the Bills are close. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be very, very good to beat the Kansas City Chiefs or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year, but both teams are beatable. Minshew, play action fake. Come on, Gardner. Good defense by the Saints. Good defense.
The thing that continues to be interesting for me as far as the offense is concerned, though, is the fact that all 5 starters were brought back on this offensive line. Same offensive line coach. And Urban was just counting on the fact that with that continuity, they would be better. They would be able to run the football as part of their strength. They're missing 2 starters tonight, in Linder and Norwell. But they have got to be better.
Go. Woo! Let's go. Tackling always on point for the Saints. Great job.
Great contributor on special teams for the Saints. That's another way to win the job. Make the final 53.
Let's go. Appreciate every single one of y'all in the building. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Come on, Gardner. Show us something. I mean, Saints D is tough, but let's try to get at least something on the highlight reel. I just got a notification for Trevor Lawrence highlights from NFL.com. What highlights? He didn't have any. More like Jameis Winston and fucking Callaway. All right, Gardner. But don't be surprised if Gardner gets touchdowns. I mean, I will not be surprised if Minshew ends up getting some kind of points. I mean, I think Trevor, I don't know what it is about Trevor. You know what I mean? He's the number 1 pick. He's got the greatest hair. But I don't know. I just don't have the same kind of confidence that I have in him than some of the other quarterbacks. Other quarterbacks are on, teams that probably have better coaching, better overall rosters, but you can't say that for Zach Wilson. But incomplete. Come on. What happened to my hands? Come on, Jacksonville. Let's make it a little closer. You're not going to win the game, but getting stuffed like a turkey. Damn right. But it was great having Swaggy P in the building. If you guys didn't get a chance to see the actual stream, I mean, it's at 4,600. So that's a pretty damn good amount of people for SummerSlam. 4,600 views and counting. We had a great time. The stream was about 4.5, 5 hours. Great time watching wrestling together. He's going to be in the building with me this season, as the co-host, obviously here and there when he can. There'll be a few other people that I have as a special guest co-host, but Preston will probably be the most regular, part of the NWSF team. And like I said, I always have a great time with him. A true friend, someone that will always be for me and the channel. Always has my back. My boy Swaggy P. Preston. He's my dude. Yeah, but SummerSlam, obviously, if you're a wrestling fan, you saw CM Punk come back, in AEW Rampage. Amazing. He hasn't been in wrestling for like 7 years. I had goosebumps thinking about him coming back. And then with all these other wrestlers, it sounds like Adam Cole, baby. I got the shirt on right now. It sounds like he might be coming over to join his girlfriend, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. All right. So AEW is really starting to stack the talent. They already got Daniel Bryan over there as well. So it's really starting to get exciting. And when we have fans back for wrestling and football kind of go hand in hand. So you got WWE, you got AEW, the fans are back. Obviously, Becky Lynch came back last night, squashed Bianca Belair, which didn't really make any sense to me because that's the future of the company. That's the next Charlotte Flair. That's the next, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks. And you had Becky come back and just squash her. So I'm not sure really what Vince and Triple H and Stephanie, it's like you don't want to have your next big thing squashed by Becky Lynch. And obviously that's pressure, to try to keep up ratings because CM Punk came back from AEW. So they had to do something crazy. And then Brock Lesnar came out at the end of Cena and Roman and started fucking people up. Obviously there kind of went eye with Roman. And obviously Paul Heyman has managed both, right? So we'll see where that goes if Brock is a face now with his little man bun, but wasn't the greatest pay-per-view. I think Money in the Bank was probably better than SummerSlam, but obviously if it's wrestling and it's a pay-per-view, I'm going to watch AEW or WWE. So
We talked to Sean Payton and asked him, so what do you miss most about Drew Brees? Where do you really notice this life after Drew? And he said, when I get on the bus.
Oh, I'm watching football, my guy.
That's what he's missing.
I mean, I don't know if some people really realize how much football I really watch. I mean, and during football season, preseason and regular, I probably watch 3-4 full college football games, on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and at least 3 full games on Sunday, and sometimes more, depending on my DVR and what I have saved. And then on top of all the websites and the reading, like watching games and watching film and reading is my favorite thing to do. Like, I know a lot of people don't like to read, but I love to read. And like I said, I love watching film. I love watching games, breaking down tape. Nice catch. First down, Saints. Yeah, Cena's going to get his eventually. Too bad it wasn't last night. I was really pulling for him. I mean, I'm a big Shield guy, obviously with, John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, obviously Seth Rollins. But it just wasn't meant to be. I mean, when you're the face of the company like Roman, they're not going to really go away from Roman or Charlotte Flair since they're the faces of the female and the male division. So, but it was cool to see Brock and obviously the man, Becky Lynch. All right, 17-3. Yeah, but I'll watch wrestling. I'll watch football, basketball, baseball, MLB. I mean, I pretty much watch everything. But the thing that I love the most, hands down, is NFL, college football, my Oregon Ducks, and all the other college football teams. Love watching them, especially the elite ones, Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Clemson. I love watching all that, all the Pac-12 teams because I live here in Oregon. And I love wrestling. I mean, if wrestling's on, I'm watching it. And I've been watching it since 85. Intercepted. Oh, it hit the ground. I'm more of an AEW guy over WWE because I just like the announcers better besides, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. They're great. All right. But I like Kenny Omega. He's the best wrestler in wrestling right now, period. Young Bucks is the best tag team in the world right now. I don't know. They just have a more entertaining show. The storylines are written better, and it's just a better broadcast to me personally. If you guys haven't seen AEW Dynamite or Rampage on Wednesday and Friday nights, check it out. If you haven't watched wrestling in a long time, I'm telling you, you'll be entertained. It's better than Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I mean, NXT, they're kind of running into the ground. SmackDown and Raw are okay, but AEW Dynamite and Rampage are excellent, in my opinion. So, but Brock is back with the man bun. Yeah, Becky Lynch. But if CM Punk didn't join AEW, they would have never had either of those come back. That was just pressure from Vince to do something special for ratings. So, Bullet Club, Lenny D, my boy. What to do? Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier and my boy Lenny D. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's have a better performance for your Eagles and not get a donut like you did against the Patriots. I really wanted to see Jalen Hurts. That fucking sucked, not being able to see him out there. But I'll tell you what, Jameis Winston and Callaway today, woo, baby. I mean, we're talking about some highlight reel shit. They're going to be talking about Jameis and Callaway on Good Morning Football, Pat McAfee show, any show that has anything to do with football. They're going to be talking about it heavy tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, until we get to the other games on Friday. But definitely impressed. You know, obviously Callaway is saving Jameis Winston's career, but Jameis had some pretty good ball placement, so I got to give him some credit. Do I like him? No. Was he my quarterback? Yes. All right. You know, did he fail miserably for me? Yes. Right. But that doesn't mean that he can fail miserably for you guys. But I'll tell you what, if Jameis Winston ends up, you know, turning the corner and things go south for him, this might be his only chance to be a starter in the league for the rest of his career. But based on what we saw tonight, a lot of promise, a lot of potential, basically, at this point. But with Taysom, I don't think Taysom is really horrible either, but he just has problems with, you know, decision-making, going through his reads, and then fumbling and interceptions, you know what I mean? Just like any other quarterback does. But, I mean, he did play quarterback in college, so it's not like he's new to the position or anything like that. So, but you give Taysom the number ones on the offensive line, you know, give him everything that Jameis had. But obviously, Jameis is a true quarterback. Taysom is a gadget player. So you might as well use Taysom as the gadget player and have him play at the same time with Jameis. And depending on what the Troutman injury is, throw Taysom Hill at tight end. He can be a weapon. You know, he can block, he can catch. I mean, I'm hoping the Troutman's okay, but it didn't look too good when he was on the cart. So, and we know Jared Cook is no longer on the team anyways, and he fumbled a lot too. So, well, not really a lot, but obviously some people love Jared Cook. Jared Cook is always up and down. It's like one game, you know, 8 receptions, 2 touchdowns, you know, great fantasy points, great. And then the next game, you know, 1 grab for 4 yards. You know, that's pretty much Jared Cook in a nutshell. You know, and every team that he's been on, that's pretty much what it is. Either an amazing game or just, you know, forgotten milk carton game. Like, you don't even know who he is. So.
Because a quality night's sleep is scientifically proven to help increase energy and improve recovery. And it keeps you at your best all day long. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is temperature balancing. And it helps keep you asleep by sensing your movement and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is on sale now during our biggest sale of the year.
Coming up after our game tonight at Sports Center, John Anderson, John Butchergross will have post-game reaction from here in New Orleans. Storylines for the NFL preseason's final week.
Well, he didn't, you know, obviously from that strong start today, you still got week 3. Good defense. But no matter what Taysom does, I think at this point, no matter what Taysom does, I mean, the job is Jameis's to lose at this point. I mean, Jameis had great chemistry, was going through his reads. You know, Taysom, I mean, the only way Taysom ends up getting the job is if Jameis gets hurt or starts throwing an insane amount of interceptions and starts costing the Saints, you know, some games. So. Handoff. Shake and bake. Where are you going? Nowhere. Herbert's the truth. Herbert's a top 10 quarterback, and sooner he'll be known as a top 5 quarterback. I'm telling you. Herbert is the real deal. And there's a chance, depending on if they make the playoffs this year, which I think they will, there is a chance that Herbert ends up being known as a top 5 quarterback. Just as good as Josh Allen or Kyler or Lamar Jackson. I think he is really the future of the league with Josh Allen. Those are my 2 favorite, like, young quarterbacks, you know, kind of taking their games to the next level. Minshew, going long, going deep. Underthrown, but good defense there. Let's go. And I used to watch Herbert front row, you know, in Eugene. It's only about an hour and a half away from me. So everyone that thought Tua was going to be better, no. Even Burrow's not better, and Burrow was on the team that arguably was the best college football team of all time. You know, he had Jamar Chase and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, so many amazing pieces of talent on LSU, you know, for that natty team. But Burrow can be a good player. Burrow could turn into a top 10 quarterback, facts, but he'll never be anywhere near Justin Herbert, in my opinion. I mean, Herbert is the truth. He is the next big thing, just like Josh Allen is. All right. Commercial break. Time to check the social media. All right, let's take a quick look to see what's going on here. All right, nothing too new. Sarah Small in the building. What to do? I'm glad CM Punk is back too. Just great for wrestling. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, I've always been a big CM Punk guy. So, you know, he can put on. He's great on the mic. I mean, if you're a good wrestler, you have to be good on the mic. If you're good on the mic and you're a good wrestler, it takes your status to more of a legendary, you know, type of status. You know, if you end up being a good wrestler but you're poor on the mic, it's not the same. I mean, all the legends usually are amazing on the mic. You have to know how to talk shit and how to work the crowd. Rock, Stone Cold, CM Punk. There's just certain guys that they, you know, Hollywood Hogan, they just know what they're doing. Yeah, CM Punk is a shit. AEW is a shit. Love AEW. All right, come on, Jags. We got to get some points out of you. All right, checking social media. See if there's anything new that I should be able to keep an eye on. Still 17-3. Drake and Kanye are still beefing. Obviously, Drake's got some new diss track or whatever. So I'm not. Obviously, I watch and I follow hip hop. You know, really more than anything. I listen to rock and you know, alternative. You know, here and there. But obviously, I'm more of a hip hop guy. But I think that's the only really thing that's going on in the news now. The beef is on. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, I believe, is already signed. He just hasn't appeared yet. He wants to be able to go to Japan and, you know, have a little bit more of a free schedule. And so I imagine Daniel Bryan will be debuting sooner than later, too. So AEW is really starting to get a nice collection of talent over there. And then once you start getting some of the other names, like if we can get Charlotte Flair to come over, I mean, Andrade El Idolo, obviously, you know, is over there in AEW now, too. Aleister Black. I mean, there's so many great wrestlers that are over there. Pac. You know, you got Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. All right, 17-3 Saints. Let's see if we can get any kind of positive football from Jacksonville. Figured Jacksonville would be a little bit more competitive. But again, when you have the Saints, you know, with their defense, definitely hard to score. And, you know, Jameis Winston played great today. Let's just be honest. Callaway made Jameis, but Jameis's throws were pretty good. The first one was on point in double coverage. Great catch. Great, you know, obviously, you know, follow through by Callaway. But the second one wasn't as great as a throw, but Callaway did the one-handed grab and made Jameis look like a stud. So, yeah, if we can get Bray Wyatt to come over there too, woo! Bray Wyatt, get maybe a Charlotte, maybe a Sasha Banks. They start getting all the talent because the only weak spot that AEW has is the women's division, but that'll get better and better over time. But they got Britt Baker, DMD. I love her. She's great on the mic. Nice catch. First down, Saints. Move the chains. Corona.
He's kind of the kind of quarterback that people are looking for as far as being able
Edibles.
to
That's what it's about, baby.
With his ability to throw on the run. And that's something that is highly valuable. If he was exposed to the waiver wire, he would last.
It sounds like Adam Cole might be leaving WWE, Sarah. I got his shirt on right now. Adam Cole, baby. All his merchandise was clearance. Obviously, I follow very many things on, the wrestling circuit and the football circuit. So there is a good chance Adam Cole will be joining the Bullet Club and coming back to Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And I'm excited. I mean, they don't know how to use him over there in WWE. I would love for him to come over to AEW. Adam Cole, baby. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Appreciate you guys. I love you guys. The best fans on planet Earth, the Fanatic family, all y'all. No check down. Gain of a couple.
So that's where you get the 4 quarterbacks. You can block or catch, there's a flag down. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 97, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
First down. Roughing the passer. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Most of y'all are in the room. You probably already have. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Donate to your boy if you can, either on here or through the Cash App, $ORION NWSF, or on the YouTube Super Chat here. If you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. I got great hoodies. They're black, white letters. They look like NWO. It's only $34.99. We're getting closer to hoodie season. I got one in the closet that I just got. They're super comfortable. Like I said, it's good quality clothes. I could charge $50 or $60 for the hoodie, but I want more people to buy them. So I lowered the price to $34.99 a couple months ago. And it looks good. I mean, some have white drawstrings, some have black, depending on what they have in stock. But it's a black hoodie. It looks good. It's clean. NWSF representing all day, every day. Help your boy get to 20,000. We're getting closer and closer to that 20K mark again. And like I said, once we get a couple hundred subs, which we'll get that, then we're going to be well above and beyond moving forward. First down, Saints. Yeah, Freeman's got some speed. Freeman got the speed. Wentz back at practice. I did see that, Sarah, for your Colts. I'm really excited. I hope he's ready by week 1. We want Quentin Nelson to be out there too. So instead of thinking like, oh, fuck, the season's over, you guys might be able to still get a wild card and compete for the division with that amazing defense. It really is up to Carson Wentz, how far you guys go. Hell yeah. Let's go. I love football. I don't give a shit who's playing. Tampa Bay. It doesn't matter who's playing. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, the Saints, or anyone else. How can you not get excited when you see plays like that? I mean, if you're doing that against me, obviously I'm not happy with that. But just watching it as a spectator, as a fan, from the outside, Tampa's not playing today. How can you not root for guys like that and watch plays like that? Let's go. Fucking Rosas. Dude, these kickers have been absolutely horrible in preseason. I don't know if you guys have been watching as much as me, because I've pretty much watched every preseason game available. NFL Network replays them, so I always try to watch all of them to make sure I'm not missing anything with any of the teams. But god damn, the kickers for extra point and obviously field goals have been absolutely trash, dog shit. They have been horrible, absolutely horrible. But that touchdown, throw and catch, that's why I watch football. I mean, that's really what gets me up in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I got my job and it's physical. I'm working in a warehouse. I'm unloading trailers. It's sweaty. I get hot. I got to wear a fucking mask all day. It's not fun. You know what I mean? But then doing my second job and doing the dream and, being able to watch football and do live play-by-play and reactions and reaction videos and original content and just vibing with y'all, it makes my day every day. So, I mean, shout out to you guys, the best fans on planet Earth. I love you guys. You guys always make things fun. And like I said, I'm always going to give it to you raw, real, no bias. Great touchdown. Great touchdown. And I don't give a shit. There can be rivalries. And I'll tell you what, when I was younger, I was more immature, like young Noah. You know what I mean? All about Tampa Bay and fuck all the other teams. I think it's just as you get older, you get more mature and you have more of an appreciation for the game. But I used to be, all about Tampa Bay and all about, my teams and fuck all the other teams. But that negativity is not good, as a human, as we're moving forward in life. There's just so much negativity and racism and people being mean to each other. It's like, I got to a point where I just like really enjoy greatness, even if it's my rival. You know what I mean? If they're doing great things, I'm going to celebrate that. You know what I mean? Because as a fan, would I want those guys on my team? Was it a good play? If it was an amazing play, but just because it's on a rival team, I'm going to shit on that play? No. You know what I mean? So that's really what separates me. But I love the NFC South. Obviously being a Tampa fan since 95, I've been very familiar with Panthers and the Falcons and the Saints. And I like watching the NFC East, with the Eagles and the Cowboys and the Giants and the Redskins, aka Washington football team, because they beat each other up. NFC West, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals, Niners, all those are fun, beating each other up. But NFC South football is a kind of a different breed. We have players. And a lot of the players in the NFC South, I feel, are like very underrated. They don't get the same kind of pub and love, as others. Nola, I'm telling you, the Panthers are going to be pretty good this year. I think they're going to surprise you, especially when, CMC, if he can stay healthy. They got 3 good wide receivers. They got a top 5 running back. Darnold could be a top 15, top 20 quarterback. Defense is, got some holes, but they got Jeremy Chin, Brian Spider-Burns, J.C. Horn. They got some dogs on the Panthers. I'm not saying they're Super Bowl caliber, but I think they will surprise a lot of people that are sleeping on them. They're a little bit better than people think. Like I said, I only scored 3. But I didn't have my starters in there when I lost to the Titans. So just because you scored 0 or 3 in preseason don't mean shit. In all honesty, if you end up going 3-0 or 5-0 in preseason, you're probably not making the playoffs. You know what I mean? Just depending on, it's good to have the wins in preseason, but wins in preseason don't equal wins in the regular season. That's facts. I speak the truth. I know teams, bro. You know what I mean? You can just say, oh, the Panthers. They've always been bad, or they haven't been good since Cam and his Super Bowl year. But Adventures with AG, my dude. Missed you too, my guy. But yeah, I think the Panthers and the Saints, like I said, Saints might not be as good as they were, right? But they'll still be competitive. But the Panthers, I think, are going to take a big leap, and like I said, people want to talk shit about Darnold, but look at CMC, look at the weapons that they have. Robbie Anderson, good wide receiver, deep threat. Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU, a good rookie that is very solid, that can make big plays. And then on top of that, you got guys like DJ Moore, probably one of the more underrated wide receivers in the league altogether. So add a run CMC, Darnold, who doesn't turn the football over, which I don't think he'll turn it over there. You got Brady, the OC from LSU. You got weapons on there. So Coach Rule is a good coach too. I like him. So yeah, obviously, if you're an Eagles fan, you want Carson Wentz to play 70% of the snaps, so that way you get another first rounder, so they get 3, right? But if you have Carson Wentz, depending on how he plays, nice run down the sideline. You have a chance to be able to make the playoffs or not. So, if you have Carson and he plays good, you could end up getting a wild card competing with the Titans too, and possibly winning the division if Tannehill, Henry, Julio, or A.J. Brown go down with any injuries. So.
Shown some good elusiveness and then just good run after contact. These are kind of plays that they need to get going in order to get some success and get this football team.
Bam. About how this night is. I know, injury-prone Kevin White. Not a good look. So much potential for him on the Bears, and he just never could pan out. Preseason matters to nobody but the Ravens. Yeah, because they have that undefeated streak. They haven't lost in like 4 years. So 4 or 5 years they haven't lost. They've been winning and winning and winning. But will the Ravens ever win a Super Bowl? That's the question. You got to be able to get past the Chiefs. And at this point, they haven't proven that they can. So.
Stay tuned to save $10 on Tax Shaver.
Nick Bolton here with the newest edition down with Tactical Life. The Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at
Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Doubled my Twitter followers in about a week, which is awesome. Getting more eyes on the channel. Getting closer to that 20,000 subscriber mark about couple hundred away, which is great. We'll get well beyond that this season. Getting closer to that 4 million view mark, which is great. And 100,000 hours dedicated to the channel. This will be year 5 on YouTube for me. Really excited. Year 9 of recording. So it's not like I've been doing this since yesterday. It's been a long, long journey. I gave myself a 10-year plan when I first started. I'm not every YouTube channel can be like, Mr. Beast. Obviously, I know that, but I'm just waiting patiently, going to grind and read. And I know eventually, my time's coming. It's all about the legacy and, getting a good group together of fans that, love football as much as me. And the Fanatic family is the best fans on planet Earth. I mean, I've seen other chat rooms, on YouTube, but they're not like this though. I mean, the fan base is very rabid, very passionate, very loyal. And I appreciate you guys very much.
Here's to the thrill of discovering the next exceptional and unexpected product. Check it all out at touchitmodern.com.
Back in New Orleans, 23-3. Saints lead.
All right, 23-3. Let's update that. Appreciate every single one of y'all taking the time to spend time with your boy. I mean, who else would you rather watch a football game with, in person or through a live stream? Hey, come on, man. You're going to have a good time. I would love to meet some of y'all, though, one day once I can, end up getting more established. Nice little check down. First down, Jags. Go to the stadium together. Get all litty. That'd be fun. Amber M. It's not really that lame, though, because they haven't lost in like 4 years. Think about that. I mean, even in preseason, it's hard to win your games, right? And let alone you haven't lost. It's like you have 18 or 19 straight wins. I know it's a lame-ass streak, but it still is kind of impressive, even in preseason, that you still haven't lost. No other team is even close to those kind of numbers. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm a little impressed with it. I mean, it's preseason, I get it, but it's like they haven't lost since 2016 or 2017, 18, 19, 20 wins in a row. It's unbelievable. Damn, where's he going? The Yakuza. That's my boys, dude. What to do, my guy? My boy. PJ in the building. One of my coworkers. We worked a long, long day today. Very tired, but had a few beers, a little bit of weed, little gummies. I'm feeling good right now. They said recommended take 1 gummy, so I took 3. So they'll be kicking in here probably pretty shortly, but I was hoping the game would be a little bit closer. 23-3. A little bit of a blowout, but let's see if we can get Jacksonville in the end zone. Damn, who is he throwing to right there? Jesus. PJ, my boy. He said, the Yakuza's that got him on speed down, bro. All right. Line 1, line 2, and line 3. I'm Japanese, dog. They know me. Hopefully you're having a good rest of your day. Took some pictures. Grinded it out. It's like fucking long day at work, tired, going to the grocery store, and didn't really get a whole lot of chance to, take it easy. But, that's what you do when you have a dream. You grind and you grind and you grind. Yeah, Amber, there's a lot of fans that I would love to meet. You know what I mean? I've already had a lot of people say that, they'll let me stay at their house or their apartment or condo or wherever they're staying. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want to really pay hotel fare. Field goal is good. But if I can stay at someone's house and we can go watch a game on the couch or at the bar or at the stadium, even better. I mean, I'm down for that. Yeah, if you get me down to the NO with the food and everything that's down there, I mean, I'm a big foodie guy, right? I'm a big foodie. So, all the gumbo and just the seafood. I mean, I love seafood. I'm a big seafood guy. I mean, obviously, I'm, part Japanese, part Czech European. So it's like I got a nice palate. I'll eat anything from, Mexican food to, Italian food with the pastas. I love American, burgers and dogs and all that. But with I think seafood and Asian food. Those are like my favorite, but just like the amount of flavor that comes out of the NO and just the atmosphere. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even been to Tampa yet. So, I mean, obviously if I can make a trip through like Tampa and the NO, I definitely would enjoy the hospitality would be fantastic. The people, the food, just the atmosphere. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, everything will be in the ticker. Obviously, sometimes I just got to update the ticker, and it'll be at the bottom of the screen. So, all right, let's go. Getting closer to this game ending. I was just hoping that it would be a little bit more. When I make 21, we can chill at the bars. Yeah, we will. Absolutely. Shit, if you go in the bar with me, watch out. Watch out. I can put some beers down. I can do some shots. I'm good at beer pong, so I'm a good party accessory, if you feel me. You know, so I am ranked for the Beer Pong Association of Oregon. I'm up there. It's like out of like 300 games, I think I was like 250 and 50. So your boy's good. I'm a ringer. Okay. Well, you can be on my team then, Amber, if you're not good. I got you. I got you with the bounce. I got you. 23-6. The beer pong champion of Oregon is in the building. That would be me. Would like to meet a lot of y'all, as time goes on. Hopefully we can get over this fucking COVID first. In Oregon here, it's still not good. A lot of cases. I got my shots, so I'm good. I'm vaxxed. Girlfriend's got another one this week. But you got to, everyone's got an opinion on it. But we just want to be able to get back to normal, whether you're against the vax or you like it, and you're doing your part, to either protect yourself or protect others. But a lot of people are skeptical, but I didn't have any side effects, nothing. You know what I mean? Like sore arm for one day after the first one. That's it. You know what I mean? It's like I just want to be able to do my part so we can get back to fucking normal. So I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to go to the bars. I want to be able to go camping, and I want to go on road trips. I want to be able to go to Seattle or LA. But at this point, with everything that's going on, it's still not looking like we're going to have anything really taken care of until maybe summer of 2022. And that's being nice tackle by the Jags right there. But I'm hoping we can get it all settled by summer of 2022 with all these other variants and whatnot. But I don't know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Oh, I'm beer pong champ, man. Are you kidding me? We used to keep track at the house that I lived at. We used to play on a pool table in the garage when I was living with like 3 other people. And, you'd have your names on there, the little tally marks. And literally out of like 300 games, I was like number one. I went like 250 and 50. I mean, I don't know how many people could go 250 and 50. But obviously, if you have a poor partner, sometimes you can lose or if you're off. But, yeah, I've been playing for a long, long time. So I definitely can hang my own. Not only here in Oregon, but anywhere. Facts. All right. Come on, Urban. Let's get some fucking touchdowns here. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. $ORION NWSF on the Cash App or the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Hoodies, $34.99. They're cheap. Anyone can buy it, but I'll tell you what, they're very, very comfortable. I would never have anything with my brand on it if it wasn't a good quality piece of shirt or clothing or hoodie. That's facts. If you order one, you will not regret it. Support the brand. Support your boy, NWSF. And make sure you follow me. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. I've gained doubled my Twitter followers here in about a week, which is great, Getting a few different follow trains, got connected with some more NFL personalities and NFL people. So just going to keep grinding on that. And hopefully that'll lead to a few more people checking out the channel as well. I mean, there's a reason why we're on the cusp of 20,000 subscribers, 4 million views, right on the cusp of these numbers, because we got great fans, but we put out good content And it's an entertaining, fun channel. Best fans. You're always going to learn something new in the broadcast, and the interaction in the chat is always fire. That's facts. It's going to be a fun year. College football, NFL, wrestling, AEW, WWE, regular shows, pay-per-views, NBA, college basketball with March Madness, MLB and the playoffs. I mean, I'm doing everything. So I got the setup now. I moved. All I got to do is still get a wall mount for my TV, and I'm set. I got all the lighting. I got all the green screen shit. I got everything is situated except for my wall mount. So your boy is going to be working harder than anybody, and that's facts. I'm always going to be grinding it out. And we're going to have a lot of guests this season too. Like I said, about 5 to 10 co-hosts, as well as people that are in the chat that want to join me on the stream. Like I said, I will be able to do that as well. So anytime I do a stream, you can ask me to drop the link, in the chat. And if you want to end up hopping on, if you have a good computer, good internet, and you want to hop on and just hang out with your boy and talk, for a little bit. I'm not going to have people on for long periods of time, but if you want to end up popping in on the show, I'm definitely not against, being able to get some of the fans on the show with me, since this program with StreamYard has the ability to do that. So something to keep in mind. Nice little check down. Come on, Minshew. Almost time for another beer. Grunt, the Aussie, in the building. Nyland Saints, what to do? Yeah. But I want to make it as interactive as possible. I want to have as many fans on the channel. I want to be able to have a bunch of co-hosts, so you get a bunch of different type of views. Cowboys fans, Seahawk fans, a little bit of everything. Chargers, Colts. So I'm going to have a wide variety of fan bases that'll hop on the mic with me. But the main face that you'll recognize the most will be Swaggy P. Preston. Obviously one of the members of the Northwest Sports Fanatics, as well as my boy Joey Gomez, big Charger fan, but obviously having a newborn, having vehicle issues, living about 30 minutes away from me. It might be challenging for him to come as often as I would like, but so we'll have to see. I'm doing good, Grunt. I always shout out all the fans, man. I don't leave any fan out. I could have 5 people in the building or 500. I don't skip people. I always make sure I take care of everybody. That's the difference between me and a lot of the other channels. You know what I mean? Sometimes, they'll just ignore a lot of the people, and I'm not about that life. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Nice. Go, go, go. Woo, nice stiff arm. Let's go. Let's go. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Calling the game, hanging out with the fam. Got an amazing TV that looks like 4K in front of me. Corona's in the building. Gummies in the building. I'm good. I am good. Adventures with AG. Swaggy's my dude. One of my best friends, like for life. For life, brother. New world order. For life, brother. Like, he is a true lifer. I mean, some people you have business relationships with, right? Some people are like family, like really family. Preston, Swaggy P, that's fam. Like for life fam. He's not going anywhere. Grunt the Aussie, no problem. Are you obviously Australia? I would take it. Not that I'm like some, brain surgeon, but based off your name, I would assume, is that the case, or are you somewhere else? New Zealand, Australia. Usually anyone that I get from Australia, it's usually Australia or New Zealand in the, in that general area, somewhere in that general area. So they really love the football and the soccer, but especially the rugby shit that I do. Sure am, boss. Appreciate you. All right, 23-6. Let's get some fucking points already. Jesus. Yeah, but like I said, we're doing really, really well. I got 2 jobs. Sometimes it's hard to manage, having 2 full-time jobs, physical labor, working at the warehouse, unloading, trailers that are 20, 40 feet long. Go, 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 go. Let's go. My guy, Mustache Minshew, in business. Fucking knocking on the door in the red zone. Let's go. Good defense by the Saints. They're always right there. Always there. Come on, man. I want some points. Give me touchdowns. I don't like seeing scores with like 3 or 6. You got to have at least 1 touchdown, but preferably 2. Like, that would be like my MO. Like, if I'm watching football and the team is losing, at least give me 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns, which would be like, 20 points? Give me 20 points. But we all obviously know sometimes people score none or 3 or 6 or 9. But I think, like, if a team scores 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns, and you lose, you had a pretty good game, unless the other team scored like fucking 60 or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tess, facts. They already know. Now it's just for the Jags, for Minshew to get a little bit of glory here. The flag does come in, though. Pass interference on Jefferson. The Saints defense has been spectacular all game. I mean, look at Lawrence. Lawrence couldn't do shit out there. He looked horrible. You know what I mean? He won't look like that all the time. He'll play a shitty defense like his own. On some of these other teams, I mean, he'll be able to shine, but he definitely isn't my favorite quarterback out of the 5. Zach Wilson definitely is number 1. And I hate to say it, Trevor Lawrence might be my 4th or 5th favorite out of the 5. Between Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, and Trey Area, Trevor might be my 5th. That's kind of sad and weird to say as a number 1 pick. But I would probably, if I had to do the order, I probably would do like Zach Wilson 1, right? Justin Fields 2, Trey Lance 3, and then Trevor Lawrence 4, Mac Jones 5. And I'm not saying that the guys that are at the back end aren't going to pan out, but there's just certain ones that I like a little bit more. I mean, the ones I really like are Zach Wilson, I like Justin Fields, and I like Trey Lance. Those are my 3 favorites. The other 2 might be able to make it, but I have more confidence in those. That's the order that I would put them in based on how I believe in them at this point. Everyone's got an opinion, but that's mine. And that might surprise a lot of y'all. Oh, intercepted. Was that Crawley again? Oh, McManus. No one's done a dab in like 5 years, but I just did one. Let's go. The rookie. McManus. Let's go. I love it. I love it when rookies make plays. You just want to be able to see, Peyton Turner and Adebo. McManus. Hell yeah. Love it. Now, certain people, they just can't get excited for football. You know what I mean? I just, it's not their team. They can't get excited. But I mean, I'm a play guy. So it doesn't matter. As long as the plays are happening, how can you not get excited for that, man? All right, time for another beer. Been nursing this one that's been empty forever. I'll be back.
Okay, now I'm hungry. We could all use a pancake.
Cleopatra was the most powerful woman in Egypt. But no one likes a diva, huh? Watching Prime Video, she realized readers could give back. So she ordered some gifts for Tori. After that, it was more of a 1 team, 1 dream kind of a move. Couldn't give all the gold though. I'm too sensitive.
It's a mixed up world. The way we work looks a little different. But whether you embrace the new normal or just want to get back to the routines that feel right, X-Chair continues to be at the forefront of change, which is why we've launched the all-new X-Chair with Elemax. Elemax combines gentle body temperature regulation with stress melting massage to increase your comfort working from home or at the office. Feel more refreshed in seconds with dual fans that actively deliver a cooling airflow. Or you can wrap your back in a soothing warmth for heat therapy and access 4 combinations of massage for deeper relief from tension. Our patented dynamic variable lumbar support and Cyclo Infinite Recline technology remain unchanged. Order an X chair with LMAX today. Use code TV and get $50 off plus a free footrest. Hey, change happened, and we've made it a good thing with all new LMAX from X chair. Now the future feels better than ever before. Order X chair with LMAX today. Use code TV and get $50 off plus a free footrest.
The future of fitness with dumbbells.
All right, I'm back in the building.
Revolution.
He said anything is better than the Olympics.
That lines as you get stronger.
Today's show is sponsored by Corona Premier. How many have I had? I don't remember.
Now with 40 more
Michael in the building.
Defense, one of the top units a year ago.
Corona's done. Weed done.
Jaguars with 4 red zone possessions.
Saints football on. Good.
This one and a turnover.
All right, here we go.
Good there. The offense looked pretty good.
We got Ian Book in now? I'm such a nerd for football. Like, I don't give a shit who's in the game or like anything, any possibility or anything that's happening. I just get excited for it. I mean, most people are only excited about their team, but I think it's just my love for football and rooting for, you know, certain guys in certain positions, rookies and anything else. It's like, I get so excited like it's my own team. And I know that's odd, but that's really what makes me special, you know, being a defensive guy, offensive line, you know, kind of guy first. But I just love seeing the rookies and the new guys and how they adjust from when I watched them at college football. And that's probably why I love it so much. It's because I watch so much college football, not just my Oregon Ducks, and I go to Eugene and I go to the games, but I like, you know, breaking down film and kind of like analyzing the tape and kind of being a scout in a way, you know, and being able to predict who's going to be good before anyone else. And, you know, you got to be able to do your due diligence and research. And that's why obviously this has got so much information in here. Nice delivery. Oh, what happened to my hands? Kevin White, guess what? Go back to bagging fucking groceries because you can't fucking catch a damn thing. It's like, is this Nelson Aguilar all over again when he was in Philly? Because they said if the building was on fire and I had my baby and I had to throw it out the window, I wouldn't even let Nelson Aguilar catch the baby. That's not good. But then he went to the Raiders and had a comeback player of the year type of status, and now he's with New England. We'll see what he can do. Not the same kind of quarterback connection like he had with Carr, but god damn, come on, Kevin White. What a buster, dude. Book's got a very unusual form. It's like very smooth. It's almost like he's playing 500 with like the Nerf football. You know what I mean? Like 100, 300. You know, it's just so smooth, but you got to be able to throw some zip on it. This is the NFL. You might have been able to do that at Notre Dame. All right. But some people, it's like, you know, when you watch like Cam Newton to throw, kind of looks ugly. Like just the delivery doesn't look good as like a Mahomes or a Rodgers or Russell Wilson. Like, you know, when you see certain guys, it just looks so smooth and effortless. And then some guys, it's just like, ugh, what is that? What am I looking at? Like, you know? All right. All right. Cheers. Cheers. All right, less than 7 minutes to go, but man, I could watch football all day long. Oh yeah, Ravens versus Raiders. Monday, September 13th on ESPN. Ravens versus Raiders with the best microphone talk in the business. Yo, boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. I'll be there every Monday night football game unless something crazy comes up. Sunday night, Thursday night. I might even push the limits and try to do a morning afternoon game as well as Sunday night football. So since I have the links and I can do my own Tampa Bay Buccaneer games, and I mean, we'll see how much, you know, I'm really going to try to push it very hard this season. So, but I want to have a good voice for a Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night. So I don't want to, you know, not be able to perform correctly on the mic. You feel me? Have some scratchy voice because some of y'all have heard me when I've lost my voice and it ain't pretty. This is what makes the money, the voice. It's what gets the subs and the views and the donos. So it's got to be fresh. Fresh to death. I catch a goddamn football. I get so fucking pissed off. I don't care if it's like 8th string. Like, do your job and go out there and make a fucking play. I hate seeing like incomplete passes that are horrible, like 10 yards over the fucking guy's head or like easily catchable balls. Like, come on, man. This is your shot. Let him know, Tess. New world order for life, brother. Where the hell have you been?
That division shakes out, right? We think we know what the Chiefs are all about.
Yeah. They're dragging this one. They're just trying to get it over with what's for dinner. What are we hanging out? How much weed are we going to smoke? How many drinks are we going to have? Who are we meeting up with? I was really hoping for at least a touchdown for Jacksonville, and hopefully they can get at least one to make me satisfied. Oh! Get up, go! God, what the fuck, dude? Makes an amazing catch, falls down. Stop looking at yourself. Get the fuck up and keep going. God. Come on, Jags. Nice check. Ooh! Shit. Let's look at this hit again. Where are you going? Fucking nowhere. Sit the fuck down. I like the effort. See, little things like that, that's the things that I catch. A lot of people go to the bathroom or they're not paying attention or they don't think that's a good play, right? Those are the little things that I look for in football games that other people just kind of just goes over their head, you know? Love that. Love the effort. Ooh, nice grab. Did you see those hands? Bow, 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 bow. Flag on the play. Let's see if it's coming back, though. Uh-oh. Who is it? Burrell? Oh, Burrell. Tess. Absolutely, man. Well, you know, I never was going to be physically gifted enough to play NBA or NFL, and I knew that, you know, but obviously with my voice and the knowledge and the passion and the energy, I mean, I'm blessed to be able to do something that, you know, I truly enjoy doing as a dream. You know what I mean? I got a long ways to go. It's not like I made it yet. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, being at 20,000 subscribers, most people will never see that number. But I feel that the channel should have much more at this point based on how long, you know, if they were promoting and sharing and recommending, you know, I feel that we should be sitting at like 40 to 50 right now. Based on some of the other channels that I've seen and where they're at, but I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm just going to keep putting my head down and grinding it out and, you know, go from 20 to 25 and 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and hopefully eventually 100 and, you know, going from 3 million views to 10 and, you know, and just keep grinding it out. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Yes, sir. Yes, finally. Fucking A, dude. Orion says we need a touchdown or we're going to be hella depressed. Boom. Touchdown for Orion. Yes, that's what I need to see. I mean, come on, dude. I don't watch a whole goddamn football game for just field goals. I need touchdowns. If I don't have touchdowns, I'm very pissed. You know what I mean? Extra points piss me off when they're missed. Field goals piss me off, especially if I'm playing fantasy. Just goddamn score points. It's a 4-quarter game. Fucking thank God. There we go. Got their goddamn extra point to go in. Fucking A, dude. There we go. 23-13, but I mean, this one's been over for a long time. But the story of the day is, you know, Jameis Winston, Callaway, Marquez, looking good. Grant the Aussie, I appreciate that. Like I said, I've doubled my Twitter followers in about, you know, 3, 4, 5 days, which is awesome. So I just need to keep grinding it out and doing the follow trains and keep linking up with the different sports fans and the NFL fans. And then I'll get more people, hopefully, to get eyes on the channel. You know, it's just, you know, sometimes it's like even like I'll have friends, you know, on supposed friends, you know, like on, you know, Facebook or whatever. And they, you know, they don't support or, you know, don't take a listen or, you know, it's like you can still support your boy, even if you don't like sports or if you do, but I think a lot of people are just kind of, you know, haters, you know, they don't want to support or, you know, maybe they don't even want to take a look, you know, to take a listen, but I don't know. I mean, I know if I had a friend that was at 20,000 subscribers or right on the cusp, but, you know, What's it going to hurt to check it out and see if you like it or not? And then maybe you have friends that are in your friend list that might like it. You can like it or share it if you're a real friend. But, I mean, everyone's looking for their 5 minutes of fame and their clout and, get rich quick type shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel for the hard workers like me that are never going anywhere, that's always going to put on great content and a great show. Sometimes the subs and the numbers, aren't there, but it doesn't discourage me. But it's just like, I'm not a fad. I'm not a gimmick. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to get, this type of knowledge or passion anywhere else, especially for all 32 teams. So that's why I know eventually I'm going to end up getting my break with a network at some point, whether it be NFL Network or ESPN or Fox Sports. At some point, I am going to get linked up. I would prefer NFL Network or Pat McAfee Show personally, because I feel like I'm real. I keep it real, no bias. But I don't want to move to Indianapolis if that even an opportunity to move all the way out to Indianapolis. I mean, but I guess if you're on Pat McAfee Show, that would probably be, a big leap in a career, if you could be on a show like that. So I definitely know if I called in, they would remember me. That's for sure. Odin Child in the building. What it do? What it do? I know you've probably been watching wrestling this whole time, Monday Night Raw, because that's what you do. But I appreciate you popping in. Oh, what happened to my hands?
This is the kind of thing that will take a coach and a coaching staff and a scouting department and all of a sudden go,
all right, 4:38 left. Catch the goddamn ball. Damn, Kevin White cannot play football. He cannot catch the football. He cannot do anything football related. Ian Book? Ian Book's got like a grandpa delivery. You know what I mean? It's just like so proper. Just, you know what I mean? No zip on the football. Just all finesse. Nothing wrong with that. But I mean, in the NFL, you can't really throw so lightly and with so, just that finesse throw. I do like it though. The form is nice, but you got to be able to throw some zip on that football. Come on now. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate if you can. Cash App, $ORION, NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. Chiefs release Taco today. How was Raw? I assumed you watched it. All right, less than 5 minutes left.
Like one time, the 7th overall pick of the draft, a player out of West Virginia. Only been here a week. Short kick.
Ooh, shake and bake. Okay. Show some effort there. Yeah, but you're still looking great, Odin. I mean, you guys are looking still as the best team in football besides Tampa Bay. So, Saints' first 4 games, not going to be easy. There is a chance to lose a lot of those games, like legitimately. That doesn't look like easy to me at all. Packers, Panthers, Patriots. I mean, you play bad football and turn the football over. I mean, those could all be L's. I mean, will they lose all 3? Probably not. You know what I mean? But there's always a possibility. I mean, Panthers should be a better football team. Packers should be a deep playoff team, maybe NFC Championship game again. And Patriots, could be in the playoffs. So.
In the playoffs, had a 7-point lead in the third quarter of that game. But they have the defense. It starts there. They've got a defense and they can play special teams and they can protect the football.
Amber. Okay, I figured it wasn't.
First time ever. They used to win the division titles around us. 4 straight division titles. I think it's a little bit of a different animal in Tampa Bay. But if you can get quarterback play that stabilizes, and if you add in, Kamara and some of the pieces, Michael Thomas comes back and plays anywhere near the kind of player that we know he could be, and this is going to be a tough team to beat. What's interesting about all the
digging the Saints background. Little fireworks in the background.
Think about quarterback,
Or the smoke. Ooh, nice catch. Move the chains. Randy's got a scooter. RK, bro. I'm plugging away. Saints kind of gave up and took the foot off the gas, for a while now. Wow, they got Onyemata even playing, even though he's suspended. Well, that's cool. At least get him out there, and he can't play in the regular season, but at least get him some reps. So, I don't disagree with that. What happened to my hands? Come on. Damn it, another injury. Fucking A. Mills. Yeah, I always try to find the fire backgrounds. This one's cool. It had Saints, and then it had the logo, and then the helmet. I was like, oh, that's nice. And it's got the dome. And I'm always going to, this season will be, I'm going to try to do probably stadiums, for the most part of every home stadium that I do throughout the season. I mean, I can do the studio look. I got a couple different studio backgrounds that I've used. Obviously, you guys have seen both of those, and I can do that. But I think just looking at the football field and the dome and just, whatever ones that I feel that are worthy, for that particular stream, it's just kind of cool to see. So to be able to change it up. So I'll be doing that pretty much all season. So I'll give some surprises here and there, and I'll still be using the office and the studio backgrounds for the NFL. I'll use a couple of those here and there, but I kind of like the stadium looks. It's very easy on the eyes, I like it. Definitely want to go one day. I haven't been to Tampa in the ship or anything yet. I want to do that because I live out here in Oregon. I've only been Oregon, Washington, California, Japan, Illinois to Chicago, but I haven't really been to too many places. So, but there would be fun.
Everybody off guard. The quarterback is a spot looking to improve up. I think they might still be churning in
Odin Child, okay.
There's a lot of good corners out there. I don't think they're done.
Okay, Odin. I see you. Thank you for the update. Appreciate that. Adventures with AG is just trying to spoil all of Raw for me. He's like, fucking Orion, I don't give a shit what you think. I'm going to tell you everything that happened. I'm going to spoil everything. But you're doing it in a good-hearted way because you just want me to know. But all right, 23-13. That's an understatement. Marcus Davenport needs to arrive. Yeah, stay healthy. Open touchdown. CJ Beathard, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers, touchdown, Jaguars. I see you. I see you. Whoo. He's wide open. Where was the coverage right here? Dude, if Jacksonville does like an onside kick and they come back and win this game, what the hell? But it shows you preseason. I mean, obviously, if Jameis would have played with Callaway at this point, I mean, how many touchdowns would have they had? 5? I mean, I don't know if anyone was stopping them.
Down 4, 2:46 to play, and they're going for 2.
Oh, they're going for 2. I jumped the gun. Oh, shit. What's going to happen here?
See you in 3 weeks. And it is caught. Nathan Cottrell on the 2-point conversion.
This is not good. Saints, what is going on here? Oh, shit. It's preseason. I mean, if this was regular season, if they came back and won, you'd be like, oh, my God. So preseason, but, I mean, you want to win your games, but you already saw what Jameis can do in Callaway, but there we go. A little effort. Orion wants touchdowns. Orion gets touchdowns. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm talking about. None of this, like, 7-0, 7-6, 10-3. No. If I want to call a game, I want to be entertained throughout the whole thing. There we go. Give me some touchdowns. There we go, baby. Come on, Adventures with AG, dude. I watch everything. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, Dynamite, AEW, Rampage, NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball, March Madness, MLB, everything. Everything, my guy. And I'm still keeping up on the Twitter beefs between Drake and Kanye. All right, come on. I'm watching everything. I'm reading everything. No one's going to read or watch more TV film ever. I mean, they should literally hire me as a scout for like whatever team. Because, I mean, I'm scouting everyone, every team. I got the inside info. But I like reading too. And how many people do you know nowadays that like reading? Not a lot. I mean, people that actually enjoy to read, it's very rare. But you read, get smart. Got to put in the time, though.
Stop the Saints and these 3 plays here from getting the first down, then get the football back.
I know, it's all about evaluation tests. I know. Well, plus, shit, if Jameis and Callaway would have played the whole game, like, there's a great shot for him to score, like, 2 more? Like, 1 more at the least, but maybe 2. I mean, they were on fire. There we go. Go, go, go.
Understanding that the Jags are probably anticipating them to come out and run the ball 3 times in a row. This is called fake 15 BIM, and that's a tough one to defend when you're looking for the run.
Nice first down. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Effort plays are everything for me. Defense, coaching, offensive line, the dirty work in the end of the game. Those build a lot of character points for me. I don't remember that. I mean, I always remember the little details. It's all about effort. God, I'm ready for some dinner. You know, it's like you wake up at like 5 a.m, then you work for 8-9 hours doing physical labor, tired as shit, and then go to the grocery store, do some other shit, right? And then hop on and then do a 3-hour stream. Not easy. But I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed spending time with you guys. Very much. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Either on here, patreon.com, no. The Cash App, $ORIONNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat on here. Any amount would help. $1, $2, $5, $10, $20. Anything that you can do would be greatly appreciated. If you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. It's nice, man. Twitter following's going up. Instagram, Facebook, people interacting. And like I said, we're on the cusp of football. So, I mean, preseason's one thing, but once we get into the regular season, yeah, we're gonna have a fantastic year. And it's going to be so much fun, like I said, with all the guests and everything that we're going to be able to provide for the channel this season.
Receive a credit of up to $3,500 through September 6th. Chromebooks are a new way to laptop, starting with the everything button, so you can find fun.
I got so many snacks to eat.
And even answers online.
So many snacks to eat. Spent like $100 on snacks. So, yeah, Snack King. Got it all. Oreos, done. Chips, done. Crackers, done. Anything that you want, done.
Don't just switch to laptop. Switch to new way to laptop. Switch to Chromebook.
Sports Center coming up. We'll hear from Trevor Lawrence and others post-game. Booker McFarland has his key storylines for the final week.
Nobody cares what Booger McFarland thinks, says, or does, ever.
It's an 18-point fourth quarter by Jacksonville so far. I know you guys saw this coming. Out of the 2-minute warning, Jags get a couple stops, 2 timeouts. Could get the football back with a minute. See how they play us between Washington for New Orleans. Second and 6 upcoming.
All right, 2nd down and 6. Let me see some football, baby. I don't know what it is about football either. It's like how crazy it is, like how much I really, really love football. Like it really is everything to me. Nothing gives me more excitement, I think, besides NFL and college football. Maybe AEW wrestling would be in that category too. Those would be the 3, though. It's been a long day, my guy. Plus beers, gummies, long day. Yeah, it's been a long day, man. Yeah. Had to pop. They said do 1 gummy, did 3. Beers, I don't know how many I've had. Enough. So still got to eat dinner. Probably catch up a little bit on Raw and some other stuff. So these football games go long. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to like when you see streamers like stream for like an hour. An hour is one thing, but when you're doing like 2 or 3, especially like 3 and beyond. All right, we got a final. They're running it out.
I think the team will rally around him. He's got to execute and he's got to resist the urge, take the risk that's unwarranted. And if they'll do that, they've got the talent on this team to be successful.
And you guys are looking until 8 seconds left on the clock, because otherwise I would ask you if the preseason ended for Jacksonville tonight, who you're starting at quarterback on opening day.
All right, there we go. Final score: Nolans Saints 23, Jacksonville Jaguars with no help of Trevor Lawrence 21. Orion wanted points and he got it. Tired dog? Yes, I am. Hope everyone had a fantastic time. We had Jameis Winston, Marquez Callaway. They had 2 touchdowns. They looked terrific. Other than that, you had some high moments and low moments, but the main thing is that you guys are the best fans on planet Earth. I appreciate you guys. I really enjoyed my game with y'all. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys very, very much. New Candyman movie. Ooh, that should be interesting. I know you love horror movies, Odin Child, but make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. $ORION NWSF on the Cash App or on the YouTube Super Chat. Anything helps. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. Amber, goodbye. Michaela, goodbye. Odin Child, goodbye. Love you guys. Adventures with the AG, goodbye. Like I said, I'll be back more than likely tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there. And then we'll have more games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Maybe eat 7 more gummies, maybe 7 more beers, drink some of that, eat some dinner. I will be good. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Gang.